following is a presentation of Bourne Braves Baseball, the 2009 Cape Cod League champions.
The 2021 season was a year of unprecedented success for the Bourne Braves.
Swing and a miss, strike three, and the Bourne Braves are off to a perfect 5-0 start in 2021.
Oh my goodness, the Braves do it again! Win number 20 in the most dramatic fashion.
0-1 and Wallace sends a drive into left field. The Braves have won it!
After a 24-9-3 regular season earned the Bravos the President's Trophy, the Braves battled all the way to the CCBL Championship Series.
Swing and a miss! For the first time since 2017, the Bourne Braves punched their ticket to the big dance.
But the team came up just 2 games short.
Brewster defeats Bourne in the championship series of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Now, as the calendar flips to 2022, a slew of fresh faces come to Doran Park, including the man in charge.
The Bourne Braves have hired Scott Landers as the team's new field manager.
And with him comes just one returning star.
Smacked into right center, that's going to get down. The 4th RBI for Joshua Moylan.
But that doesn't mean the Braves aren't loaded from top to bottom.
This one taken high and deep to left. Is that going to get out of here? Jumping up, it's gone!
And swings, broken bat, lofted into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Swing and a miss, strike three.
It's a brand new full season of Bourne Braves baseball, and it starts right now.
After a successful 2-0-1 3-game home set, the Bravos are back on the road and are back at the scene of the crime, Stony, Brook Field and Brewster, for a rematch of Game 2 in the 2021 Championship Series. It's a twin bill against the Brewster Whitecaps. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Stony Brook Field alongside Max Tanzer. I'm Calvin Cristoforo for 14 innings of free baseball this afternoon. And Max, this might be the hottest game we will have all season. The temperatures in the mid-80s, 88 degrees, read my watch right now, 20 minutes before first pitch.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought yesterday was when we were sitting about 78 to 80 by first pitch, but of course an early start time, the earliest we've started this year at 2:30. So it's going to be a hot one, but either way, nonetheless, a beautiful day for baseball.
We mentioned the Braves winning ways in that 3-game home set, 2-0-1. The one was last night, a 1-1 tie against Hyannis, a game that both teams probably feel like they could have won, but on the Braves side, they just never could come up with that big go-ahead hit.
Absolutely. 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position, the same exact line they had back in their previous game against Orleans on Friday. So the struggles with runners on continues. And I think you really go back to that 8th inning where they were able to push across the 1 run to tie it. Then they had the bases loaded, 1 out, and then struck out 3 times. You go back, look at the 9th inning. You had the winning run 90 feet away as well. Could not come up with that big hit. The good news is they have an opportunity to take advantage of a Brewster team that looks completely different than the first 5 games of the season, where they were holding first place pretty convincingly for the most part, but have been struggling mightily again. 1-5 since that 4-2 start. The pitching has been difficult for them. The offense has followed as well.
And has come to Stony Brook Field on a 3-game losing streak. And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention this point in the open. It's a homecoming of sorts for manager Scott Landers back here at Stony Brook Field, where he coached the Brewster Whitecaps pitching staff last year to a Cape Cod League championship nearly 365 days ago. First pitch in right around 15 minutes. It's a twin bill here at Stony Brook between the Bravos and the Whitecaps. 2 really big games on 2 different sides for 2 completely different reasons. 15 minutes to first pitch. You know what that means? It's time for the fastest 15 minutes in baseball. When we come back, it's Ethan Frank, it's Mac Friday, it's Before the Bravos right here on the Bourne Braves Radio Network. Missed the biggest part of the game? Don't worry, the Bravos have you covered. Catch the call of the game on the Braves Twitter at Bourne Braves to hear the night's biggest moment. From big-time strikeouts to crazy web gems, game-winning home runs, and more, whether you hear it for the first time or you just want to relive the magic, the call of the game will bring back the best moment from the night that was.
Free! It's a word you don't hear often, but it's the only word in the Cape Cod League. Every single game on the Cape is free, which means you can bring the entire family, extended family, and the extended family for no charge at Doran Park or to any other game on the Cape. Catch the best collegiate summer league in the nation for absolutely no charge all summer long.
Cape Cod League Baseball is back on the New England Sports Network in 2022. Nesson will feature 5 Cape League games on its airwaves this season, the first of which comes on June 30th when the Braves take on the Falmouth Commodores, and then the Nesson crew comes to Doran Park on July 21st when the Braves host the Wareham Gatemen. All Cape League games on Nesson start at 7, and the station will also feature the league's All-Star Game. It's the best summer baseball in the nation, and it's live on the same station as the Boston Red Sox all summer long.
First pitch is right around the corner. Now back to Before the Bravos, the official Bourne Braves pregame show.
Welcome to Before the Bravos here at Stony Brook Field. Ethan Frank alongside Mac Friday. Welcome to what Calvin just described 100% as the hottest day of the season and of the summer so far. Mac, how you doing on this Sunday afternoon?
Man, I am at home in this heat. I feel great. I'm going to get a little bit of tan on my thighs, get the forearms tan, have a good time here. I hope you brought your moisture wicking stuff because it's a little hot out here.
Oh, just a little bit. But enough talk about the weather. Let's talk about baseball. And before we talk about today, I want to go back to last night. 2 key things that are on my mind right now. That is the Braves hitting with runners in scoring position and the decision to bunt with Jack Duffy as a pinch hitter in the bottom of the 9th inning and a runner on base and nobody out. Which would you like to start with, Mac?
I'd like to start with the Duffy thing.
Okay.
I know we got a little bit of a dissension, so some difference in opinion here. I'll let you make your case first.
Okay. I am against the bunt.
Okay.
In that situation, so you have a runner on first and nobody out. Let's set the scene. Tie game, runner on first, nobody out. You cannot lose. You can't lose the baseball game. So we just saw in the 8th a situation, Matt Shaw on first base, nobody was out. Matt Shaw goes and steals seconds early in the at-bat. This is from Jack Hurley. And Hurley ends up playing that great butt. And they see first. But in theory, let's say, okay, Hurley gets a good sacrifice. They run at third with one out. A runner at third, one out is much different than a runner at second with one out, considering you cannot lose the baseball game.
Right.
So it's like, okay, you know what, you score here, and I think, sure, there's still a chance. You have nothing to lose. So, especially with it, maybe you can have still. I didn't see the chance to get that run home for second, having a win.
Well, you got to get they deal with the with one. They had bases, and they totally marked contact, and then back strikes, or back strikes one with a slide, that ends the straight off the runner. I'm going to hate there. Where I think would differ here is the Duffy fight in the bottom.
Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking, why you try to steal with
her? You have runner first with no ass, and you can't afford to catch someone.
But you're not going to lose the game.
Hey, you're risking it. I think this it's a little soft because the decision to sacrifice bunt with best Cape is a decision that was exactly. Jack Duffy, a 420 hitter in the average thus far, the best hitter on the Cape, sacrifice bunts. That just shows, I think, with this mission from Scott Landers, this ideal that he brings, that nobody is too good to be above the team game. It doesn't matter if you're Barry Bonds. You're going to lay down a bunt to get your guy to second, put him in scoring position with 2 outs on the board.
Okay, did you have confidence they were going to get that run home from second with the way they've been hitting all night? No.
So I can see your point.
Yes.
I see your point, absolutely. It's a fair point.
Especially with a Braves team that had run the bases really, really well, stolen a good amount of bases as well the night and against Orleans on Friday night. So why don't you give Eblin a chance, who had been really active all game long, to try to steal second, then the bunt? Okay, he's at third with one out. That is I would rather take the chance of him getting thrown out at second on a stolen base to have the chance at having a runner on third with one out,
and then
just going with Duffy bunting to get him to second, because the way you were hitting, the chances that he was going to score is very low. What happens in the next batter? Roccaforte rolls over one to second. Obviously, Eblin then gets to third, but then you have 2 outs. You cannot make an out.
And then you also got to keep in mind you have the best hitter on the Cape, essentially a second leadoff with that 1 out on the board. Let's just say Eblin gets caught.
Right.
It's Duffy, Roccaforte, Shaw. So I think you convinced me to change mine.
Woohoo!
I don't necessarily, I wasn't really on that hill. I was going to die on that hill with the sacrifice bunt. But nonetheless, here we are.
Well, I'm glad I convinced you.
Okay, you convinced me. But hey, let's talk about the pitchers out of the pen. Because Cade Boxrucker, little up and down, spotty start. You could see he was throwing.
The command wasn't really
Command
there.
was not there. He was pushing a little bit too hard. Seth Keener comes out of the pen, throws 4 innings of 1 run ball, or excuse me, it was like 2 or 3 hit ball, not even a run. So
No
pretty
runs.
good performance from him. Well done from Seth Keener. But Nelson Berkwich, the lefty from Vanderbilt, 2 innings, no hits, 4 strikeouts. Pretty solid performance from the Vandy lefty.
Very, very solid. And I spoke to him after the game, and he was very humble, very quiet, just going about his business here so far with the Braves.
Absolutely. Well done, Nelson.
Yeah, so speaking of the bullpen, we saw a couple arms last night. Mac talked about it before the game. There weren't many people available for the Braves to pitch, but today with a doubleheader, that's a different story.
Completely different story. So they saved Mason Pelio last night, who regularly floats around 95, 97 miles an hour, which is velocity. And then you have the leader out of the day, Vogel, Titans, and that's a little bit. So a little bit of a lot of actions out of the pen. Super Hunt, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm guessing. Got around 4 innings. I believe 5 is for
5 innings, 2 hits, 1 strikeout.
He's one of the guys that good job giving his Braves staff length, and especially in a 70 game, they'd be really beneficial as well.
Absolutely. I believe this also will be his last start in Braves uniform. Hope he comes out, shoves, has the end of the outing for summer. Probably one of the only teams for summer. He took a loss in that first game. He'll have 4 innings pitched, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 ball, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So, not the greatest performance compared with performance for him. But today, give all the tank for the Brooks.
And a beautiful day for baseball. Fall out of the park. Speaking of that, who are you looking
at on Dashville here when he was MVP. Nonetheless, you could see him go out. I think you said with Hunter Lloyd for potentially his last in the Robbins uniform. Could come back like talked. I think he's due for a performance. Has been have the extra base material. Nonetheless, pistols and bullets. We know he do. However,
I really well, I say yes, but
my guys.
I really saw him be actually I would be really impressed, and I think the then being an hour from the right side of the league. As a production Rebels catcher, so we see they
also almost free for North Carolina activated. We had unfortunately by Marshall Cadway and Lee nonetheless for Casman all the 2 catchers are roster the season here with
yeah. So we talked about our players watching keys to victory. I mean, I don't know how we're just getting runners, can't run this. What are your keys, Mac?
Continue to bless defense as well. Simple solid found get ahead early and then do best for scoring. It was pretty miserable yesterday. Other 185 was in for 9 with the scoring position. So how to find a way to get those guys in. Pretty useful. Have a runner on third, and score up.
Yeah. So yesterday you talk about picking up momentum. I'll take yesterday's momentum and throw it out the window.
Okay.
Wipe the slip and eyes. 3 times out with the Braves. That's what the Cape Cod baseball league. I've seen it 3 eyes.
Sometimes you lose, but here on the Cape Cod baseball league, you tie, which is pretty much for people who want to win and people who come here win. Nonetheless, you just have to turn it.
And in a doubleheader, as we've mentioned a bunch of times today, how do you think a doubleheader goes into your preparation? Obviously, coming off a game last night, it's the second doubleheader in a span of just 7 days after the one on Monday against YD. An off day tomorrow helps. But how do you think a doubleheader goes into a team's preparation?
Well, you got to kind of toe the fine line between not blowing yourself out, but also giving it as much as you can to win these games. And so there's 7 innings like we've talked about. You got to give it your all, but find a way to save some in the tank if you're going to play both games. But that's why you have such a big roster. You can change people up. You can change things. There will probably only be 3, 4, 5 guys that play in both games, as you'll see some rotation around the lineup. So, I mean, we talked about Jack Hurley. He's leaving after game 1. Somebody's going to have to play in the outfield for him. So that might be another person who didn't play in the game before. And you'll see some turnover. keep the guys hot, keep the Bravos hot.
Yeah, you look at this lineup and who's available off the bench. Bryce Eblin, who played really well yesterday, is available, will likely play in game number 2. Carson Rocafort, who's been leading off, will likely play in game number 2. You would have to imagine Tomas Frick catches game number 2 because you're not going to have Alan Espinal catch 14 innings of baseball. Mac, any final thoughts before we send it off?
Don't strand runners.
Don't strand runners, indeed. All right, for Mac Friday, I'm Ethan Frank. It's 2 games. We will see you later, but Calvin and Max have the call of games 1 and 2, and that'll be right up after this.
No, I know. She was smiling at you. I was like, let's go.
Hannah Osa. I was locked in.
"43 of the Braves' 44 regular season games this summer will take place on the Cape, but for the first time ever on July 25th, Polar Park, home of the Worcester Red Sox, will host a Cape Cod League game when the Bravos take on the Wareham Gatemen at 6:45. Gates open at 5:45 and admission is $10 even greater stage.
The Braves are the reigning champs of the Cape Cod League West Division, but the West in 2022 is loaded again and as wild as ever. With 6 games against Hyannis, Wareham, Falmouth, and West Division runner-up Katuitt, it's a packed slate against division foes thirsty for revenge. To check out where and when the division matchups go down, head to our website, bornbraves.org, and check out the Bravos' full schedule.
After COVID-19 canceled the 2020 season and shortened 2021, this year will be the first since 2019 with a full 44-game schedule and an 8-team playoff. That means you can catch the Braves squaring off with each team in the West 6 times and each team in the East 4 times. It's a jam-packed slate for the Braves in 2022, and you can check out the squad's complete schedule on our website, bornbraves.org.
2021 was a historic season for the Bourne Braves. The Bravos captured the President's Trophy, given to the team with the best regular season record, and rode early success to the West Division title and a trip to the Cape Cod League Championship Series. Now in 2022, the Braves are back and look to replicate the success from a season ago without many of the faces that got them there. It's a whole new season of Bourne Braves baseball. Check out the full schedule on bornbraves.org and come join the party at Doran Park.
The Bourne Braves have enjoyed a long history of offering internships to college students who have worked in a myriad of capacities and performed any number of duties for the organization. Interns support everything from public relations, fundraising and concessions, to field maintenance, internet broadcasting, and baseball operations. The Braves will begin accepting applications for the 2023 season in September. Those interested should visit bornbraves.org.
Cape Cod League Baseball is live. The Bourne Braves are in action.
Hey, let's play 2. It's a beautiful day for baseball. after a tie last night against Hyannis, and they're trying to do so against the 2021 Cape Cod League champion Brewster Whitecaps. With Max Tanzer, I'm Calvin Cristoforo. We'll be with you for 14 straight innings of baseball here for Stony Brook Field. It's games 13 and 14 for head coach Scott Landers, making his return to Stony Brook Field. And here is Coach Landers' starting lineup. Dakota Harris leads things off. He'll be in left field tonight as he continues to rotate every which way around the outfield. Matt Shaw back at second base hits second. Jack Hurley, the center fielder, hits third. Chris Brito, the first baseman, hits fourth. Jack Duffy, the right fielder, hits fifth. Wyatt Hensler, the third baseman, hits sixth. Josh Moylan back in the lineup tonight is DHing, hitting seventh. Alan Espinal, the catcher, hits eighth. And Lane Forsythe back at shortstop for his third start of the season, hits ninth. On the mound for Brewster, it will be Joe Mancini, a guy who the Braves are quite familiar with.
Absolutely, who they saw on opening day back on June 12th, where he went 4 innings of work, 3 runs, 2 of them were earned, 5 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. It's going to be a fastball, curveball, changeup mix this summer so far. It's been 58% heaters. That's going to range from 91 to 95. Likes to live in the top of the zone with it. So again, high spin, lot of ride. It produces a decent amount of fly balls as well, but that 62% ground ball rate will keep his infielders busy tonight.
And speaking of heaters, this game is the hottest one the Braves have played to this point in the season. 88 degrees as it's a 2:30 start with no lights here at White House Field. You gotta squeeze 2 in some way, and the 2:30 start is the only way to do that. The only negative is the temperature. Not many clouds in the sky. The ones that are very, very thin, and the sun shines right through it down at Stony Brook Field. An 88-degree afternoon as Dakota Harris, the switch hitter, batting left-handed, slides in the box to lead things off against Joe Mancini. The Braves at 5-4-3, Brewster at 5-7. They have lost 6 of 8 games after starting the season 3-1. Mancini on the mound, out of the wind. Harris is the batter, left-handed hitting. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off for strike 1, and we're underway at 2:35 on a picturesque afternoon in Brewster.
And that's going to be the theme tonight for Mancini starts. Harris off with a fastball at about the letter height. And again, Harris being aggressive right out of the way. We'll see if they continue that aggressive heater approach so far like we saw last night.
Here is the 0-1 pitch out of the wind. Is an off-speed pitch that misses off the outside part of the plate for the first ball of the afternoon. The Braves in their road navy blue tops, red letters and numbers, gray road pants with the red stripe down the side. Brewster in their teal home tops, white pants, and the Cape Cod League issued camouflage hat. Third pitch to Harris misses up and away, so the count has gone to 2-1 on the Braves' leadoff hitter tonight in Dakota Harris.
It seems like these players like that Cape Cod hat. We saw the Braves wear it a couple of nights in a row earlier this week.
Ripping a foul back over the screen and over the press box here at Stony Brook. Brewster, in their championship run a season ago, wore their camouflage hats every game in the playoffs. That's because they didn't lose a playoff game. 4-0 were the Whitecaps on their way to their franchise's second championship victory. Here's the 2-2 to Harris. Rolled over first base side, foul. And the count will stay at 2-2.
And this will be the third start of the summer here for Mancini. Again, overall this year, 2 earned runs through 9 innings of work. Has struck out 11 batters in that span, just to 2 walks, so he'll command the strike zone as well.
Braves saw him on opening day where he allowed 3 runs, just 2 of them earned. Allowed 5 hits and struck out 4, but did take the loss at opening day. The 2-2 to Harris. Breaking ball slapped right field side again. Foul down the first baseline. The count remains at 2-2. Dakota on the season, a .214 hitter, 6 for 28. Has 2 RBIs, but they were 2 of the biggest runs driven in for the Braves this season. That was the 2-out, 2 RBI hit to beat Chatham on Wednesday night. Here's the 2-2. Spoiled away again, and this is quite the fight to start this ball game.
Absolutely, and for Mancini, a guy who can go deep into this game, want to get that pitch count up early, and it seems that as if Harris has seen almost every pitch in the repertoire of Mancini already in his first at-bat here.
Mancini working from the first base side of the rubber, gets a sign he likes, now kicks and delivers his 2-2. Fastball on the inside corner, caught him looking, strike 3. It's a big-time bout to start off this ball game, but you can give the win to Mancini, and Dakota Harris is a strikeout victim for the first out of this ball game.
And it looked like a heater right on the inside corner. Harris did not like the call as he had a conversation with the home plate umpire, Larry Garcia, before he went back to the dugout. But he had a really close spot on that inside corner. Froze him, maybe snuck back across, trying to front door that fastball.
So here is the scorching hot Matt Shaw. The temperature today near 90 degrees. Isn't the only reason why this guy is steaming. Now a .450 average to start the campaign as he takes a look at a breaking ball that misses above the zone. Another multi-hit for him last night. 2 for 3, a couple of singles, a walk, and reached on an error, so he was on base all 4 times. Takes another rip and a miss and comes up empty. That's one thing about Matt Shaw. The guy does not get cheated.
And he's been one of the largest reasons why this offense has been able to make a turn to over the next week. Again, we mentioned the first week of the year, struggled a lot, but ever since he's been inserted into the lineup, we've seen production 1 through 9.
The 1-2 is a slider fouled back to the screen. The last time the Braves were here, it was Game 2 of the 2021 Cape Cod League Championship Series. The Bravos scored 5 runs in the top of the first inning. As this left field, 3:15 down the line, wind is always blowing out to left, as it is today, plays very small. But the Whitecaps scored 10 of the next 11 runs to beat the Braves 10-6 and take the series 2-0. 1-2 is another fastball fouled away. So the Braves looking for a little bit of revenge. They got the win against these Whitecaps on opening day, but trying to return to the scene of the crime and pick up a W here this afternoon.
Absolutely, and we mentioned it in the open, but Scott Landers an opportunity to come back and manage against his former team, of course, working with the pitchers last summer. So got a lot of variables going on here earlier today.
1-2 to Shaw. This is clubbed out to left. Vaz started back, now coming in and makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
And it looks like he got a hanging curveball right there. Maybe caught it a little bit in on the hands, as it wasn't as hard as we've seen from some of the couple of other balls he's put in play earlier this week. And again, 2 quick outs here from Mancini, and he was retired 2 of the tougher guys to get to the top of this lineup, but keeping the bases empty for Jack Hurley, a big plus for Mancini.
Let's take a look at the Brewster defense this afternoon. You met Vaz, who just made that catch in left field. Ryan Lasko is in center, Grayson Tatro in right. Carson DiMartini is at third, Alex Freeland at short. Jack Diaz is at second. David Mendham is at first, and Curtis Byrne does the catching for Joe Mancini, who's retired 2 Braves to start off this ball game. First pitch to Hurley's a fastball fouled back. This is the last game we'll be seeing Jack Hurley in a Braves uniform for at least some time. After this Game 1 of this doubleheader is leaving for Team USA. But if his batting practice is any indication of how he plays today, he is on a mission this afternoon because he was wearing out the brush over that right field fence. 0-1 from Mancini, a fastball, and it's fouled away as the batter in Hurley is behind in the count 0-2 as he's beaten by 2 fastballs to start this bat.
And after a 1-1 tie yesterday, again, offense was not loud, to say the least, for the Braves yesterday. I think they're ready to break out here. We saw a batting practice, the wind blowing out towards left field. A lot of balls leaving the yard, a lot of energy generated from that as well.
The 0-2. Breaking ball slapped to first. There's Medlem on the run. It makes an underhand scoop to Mancini, and Hurley is retired 3-1. The Braves go down in order in the top of the first inning. We're heading to the bottom of the first. Brewster come to bat for the first time, scoreless at Stony Brook Field. Feeling lucky? Head over to the 50-50 table at Doran Park and play everyone's favorite ballpark game of chance. A different list of prizes are available every home game, and of course, half the pot is always up for grabs. Take it from me, my family played the 50-50 last season and won a gift certificate to a local ice cream shop, and I can tell you firsthand, it was delicious. Check out the list of prizes over at the 50-50 table next to the concession stand and play the 50-50 leg, because I'm sure there's a prize for you.
For the first time since 2019, the Cape Cod League All-Star Game is back. On Saturday, July 23rd at 6:45, the best players on Cape will come together in Wareham and duke it out in an East Division versus West Division clash. In 2021, the Braves had a league-leading 9 All-Stars, but they weren't able to shine in the mid-season showcase. But now the game is back, and it will include your favorite Braves stars, as well as the best talent from around the Cape.
Now back to Born Braves Baseball.
Joe Mancini retires the Braves 1-2-3 in the top half of the first, and now the Whitecaps coming to bat in the bottom half of inning number 1, and their lineup looks like this. The shortstop Alex Freeland leads us off. Davis Diaz, the second baseman, bats second. Ryan Lasko in center hits third. Brennan Malone, the DH, cleans things up. Grayson Tatro, the power-hitting right fielder, hits fifth. The second-year Whitecap, Curtis Burns, hits sixth. David Medlem, the first baseman, hits seventh. Carson DiMartini, the third baseman, hits eighth. And Javier Vaz rounds out the Brewster order. The left fielder hits ninth. Their opponent on the mound is Hunter Lloyd in his third appearance for the Bravos this summer.
It'll be his third start as well for the East Tennessee State product. And again, his last outing against YD picked up the loss, but went 4 innings, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Again, that was in game 1 of the doubleheader last Monday. It'll be fastball, slider, changeup mix. There's a lot of strikes, attacks the zone, 67% strike rate. Make that 59% ground ball rate as well. So a busy day on the infield defense for both sides.
Working out of the line, the first pitch from Lloyd misses up and away for ball 1. Alex Freeland has had quite the start for Brewster this summer. He leads the Cape Cod League with 4 home runs after not hitting 1 long ball in the entire 2021 season for the Whitecaps a summer ago. He fouls the second pitch back to the screen, and the count has gone to 1-1.
And for Lloyd, that fastball will sit around 90 to 93, topped out 95 this spring, slider around 85 as well.
Going up against a struggling Whitecaps order, as the 1-2 is swung on, a pitch in the dirt for strike 2. This is a Whitecaps lineup that has averaged less than 2 runs a game in their last 8 games played. They've gone 2-6 in those contests, and on average, they only put up about 4.5 hits per game.
And in their last 6 games, collectively hitting $175 as a club, getting on base at a 28% rate, so it's really been a struggle.
The 1-2 to Freeland is up and out of the zone. The count is evened at 2-2. Freeland, like we mentioned, not part of those issues. A guy who hit 11 long balls for the Knights of Central Florida this season has carried that success over to the Cape. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball spoiled away. We'll do it again.
And he's not getting cheated up there. Got a breaking ball over the heart of the plate with 2 strikes. It took a big rip at it. Even the second pitch he swung at, his top hand fell off the bat. So he's taking some powerful swings right there, likely the result of the 4 home runs.
The 2-2 again. Fastball up and in. It buzzed the tower there. The count has gone full. It is a beautiful afternoon for baseball here at Stony Brook Field. It's a light wind, a nice wind, blowing out to dead left field like it usually is. Temperature in the upper 80s at first pitch. Here is the 3-2 to Freeland. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. He got him on a slider.
So that's a good way to start the day if you're Hunter Lloyd. Again, 4 strikeouts and 2 starts this year. That's a span of 9 innings pitched. Strikes out the first batter he faces, and again, Freeman, another vicious rip, swinging over the top of it for strike 3.
So 1 gone in the bottom of the first. Let's check out the Braves' defense this afternoon. Dakota Harris in left field. Hurley is in center. Duffy is in right. Around the infield left to right. Hensler at third. Forsythe at short as this one is popped into the infield. Lloyd gives way to the third baseman Hensler, who gives way to the second baseman Shaw, and he makes the catch for the second out.
That's going to be the key tonight for Hunter Lloyd. Again, was able to get fairly deep in his last outing, just about 4 innings pitched. Quick outs against this Brewster lineup. Take advantage of the fact that they'll probably be a little bit aggressive today, trying to force some action with the offensive struggles that you alluded to.
So continuing around the infield, Hensler's at third, Forsythe at short, Shaw, who just made the catch, is at second. Chris Brito is at first, and Alan Espinal, in his third start of the season, is doing the catching here for Hunter Lloyd. First pitch to Ryan Lasko, misses below the zone for ball 1. Lasko, a Rutgers Scarlet Knight. There has been, at one point, 3 of them on the Braves roster, now 2 with the departure of Sam Bello. It's been a really slow start to the campaign for him, a batting average under the Mendoza line at 174. Takes a look at ball 2, a slider missing high. But at Rutgers, he really tore it up, led the team with 16 home runs, a batting average right around 350, and drove in 51 RBIs while scoring 81 runs. The 2-0 is a slider fouled over the Braves dugout. The count has gone to 1-2. One and 2 pitch here coming to Ryan Lasko. Out of the wind, Hunter Lloyd gets his sign he likes. and kicks and delivers. The pitch. A slider. This is going to be a tough play. Tap to the third baseman, Hensler, and he's just going to let it roll into no man's land. It is a swinging bunt by Ryan Lasko on a play he couldn't have rolled the ball into a better spot, and Brewster has a base runner here in the bottom of the first.
And he hit this one into no man's land, and sometimes when you're struggling, he was 3 for his last 24 coming into this one, you just need a base hit like that, a slow dribbler, and Hensler, a smart play, was just waiting on it to see if it would potentially roll foul, but again got stuck in the infield grass right there. So a 2-out single for Lasko. You're going to want to keep him held at first base. Already has 5 stolen bases this summer. So we'll see if he tests the cannon of an arm from Alan Espinal behind the plate.
With 2 outs, he could be active, and the batter is Brennan Malone. First pitch to him. Fastball down and away, ball 1. The Braves still remember what Malone did to him on opening day at Doran Park. A 3-for-4 day for him. 2 singles, a double, and the one time he got out was a ripped line drive caught by the Braves' second baseman. So he bats with 1 on and 2 away in a scoreless game, bottom of the first. The pitch, as the runner is going, the pitch is in the dirt. Espinal's throw bounces in past the glove of Shaw into the glove of Forsythe, who was backing him up, but it's a stolen base by Ryan Lasko, and the Whitecaps have a base runner in scoring position with 2 outs in this inning.
And a really good pitch to run on for Lasko right there. Again, an off-speed pitch down out of the zone. They're going to peel over to first base. Says he went around, but again, Espinal doing as much as he could, but I think Lasko's in there either way.
The consolation prize for the Braves, though, it is a 1-1 count. Scoreless game, bottom half of the first inning. The Braves in Whitecaps in the first of 2 here from Stony Brook Field. The runner on second base is Lasko. The 1-1 to Malone is skied into shallow right field. Going over is the second baseman Shaw. He calls everyone off and makes the one-handed catch to retire the side. The Whitecaps get a runner in scoring position, but Hunter Lloyd leaves him there. We've played 1 here at Stony Brook, scoreless on the Born Braves Radio Network.
So if that...
For the 11th straight season, you can catch Cape Cod League Baseball on WEEI. The station will be home to 12 Cape League contests on the station's local affiliate 96.3 FM. The Braves will be on the airwaves twice in the regular season, first on July 3rd when the Bravos are in Wareham, and then on July 31st when Bourne welcomes Falmouth to Doran Park. Catch the Braves on live radio, but you can always watch or listen to the team live on the Bourne Braves YouTube channel. Just search Bourne Braves.
As a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League, the Mass State Lottery is celebrating the games we love playing. From the baseball diamond to the many lottery games that help support all 351 cities and towns across the Commonwealth. So here's to 50 years of winning and 50 more.
Let's take you back out to the ball game. It's time for more Bourne Braves baseball.
Scoreless as we begin the top half of the second here in game 1 of 2 between the Braves and the Whitecaps from Stony Brook Field. Joe Mancini retired the Bravos in order in the top half of the first. So we'll face 4, 5, and 6 for the Braves here in the second. Brito, Duffy, and Hensler due up in the Braves order.
And a very quick inning of work for him in that first inning as he set down the side in order. We saw them be very aggressive on the fastball from Ty Good yesterday. We'll see if that continues here.
The batter is Chris Brito. He had an 0-for-4 night last night, did strike out twice, and backs out of the right-handed batter's box as this pitch comes inside and misses there for ball 1. Scoreless game, top half of the second inning. The Braves starter Hunter Lloyd allowed a swinging butt single, but then got a pop out of Brennan Malone to retire the side in the bottom of the first. Second pitch to Brito is in there on the inside corner for strike 1.
It looks like they're continuing to pound him inside. We mentioned a couple weeks ago that Brito likes to drive the ball the other way, trying to work on keeping the hand inside the ball and pitches inside.
He waves a miss, a lazy swing there on a slider, and he's in the hole 1 and 2. And he can try to go the other way all he wants. But with the wind blowing out to a short 315 marker at left field, you got to imagine he's a little bit more than tempted to try to yank one down the line for a home run. Here's the 1-2. Slider rolled softly over to third. Here comes DeMartini on the run, and he makes the play for the first out.
And that's a nice play right there. Of course, with Burrito at the plate, 2 strikes, you know how hard he hits the ball. DeMartini playing back behind that third base bag, charging this aggressively, picking it up on the run, and in one motion throwing a strike over to first base to retire Burrito.
So Joe Mancini has set down 4 straight Braves to start off this ball game. And here is the batting leader in the Cape this summer, Jack Duffy, for his first at-bat. .417 on the year for Duffy, 15 for 36. No long balls, but does have 2 doubles on the campaign. First pitch misses down and away for ball 1. Duffy, the left-handed batter, crouching way down in that left-handed hitting batter's box. A little bit of an open stance as he works against the pitcher Mancini. Takes a weak swing and fouls one back as the count is even at 1-1.
That's back-to-back hitters in which both control the strike zone very well. Both Burrito and Duffy looking a little bit fooled right there. A couple of awkward, indecisive swings. That one, Duffy fouling it straight back.
Duffy came in as a pinch hitter last night and laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 9th inning. Here's the 1-1. This is hit to left field, pretty shallow. Vaz started back once again, now coming in and makes the one-handed catch for the second out of this frame.
So really quick work for Mancini so far as he continues to pound the strike zone. Make that half of the ball is put in place so far, a bit in the air. Again, Duffy just slicing this one out to left field. Vaz looks like he got a little bit of a late jump on it. Took a step back and towards his right, I think anticipating because the wind is blowing out so hard in that direction, but able to adjust nonetheless with ease.
So 2 are gone here for Wyatt Hensler in the Braves half of the second inning. Scoreless here in the top of the second from Stony Brook Field. The first pitch to Hensler, a fastball that misses up and in for ball 1.
And I think we've been talking about it. We've been waiting for Hensler to get into one. This is the perfect day for it. We talked about Jack Duffy and a couple other guys in this lineup, but he's due for a long ball as well.
Doesn't have one on the Cape this summer. Looking for his first here today, but he grounds one to the third baseman. Here comes DeMartini on the run again, and he makes another stellar play, the second in the inning, to retire the Braves in order once again. 6 up, 6 down for Joe Mancini and the Brewster Whitecaps. They're grabbing the bats to hit for the second time here in a scoreless game in the middle of the second.
You know what Pete Alonso, Kevin Youkilis, and Lou Merloni all have in common? Go ahead, take a guess. Yeah, that's right. They're all former Bourne Braves. The list of famous Bravo alumni is lengthy and it's growing fast. Take 2021 Major League Baseball first overall pick Henry Davis, for example. He was on the Cape just 3 summers ago, back in 2019. So make sure you don't miss out on watching the future stars of tomorrow today. Admission to all games at Doran Park and around the Cape Cod League is free. For the full Braves schedule, head to the Bravos team website, bournebraves.org.
Did you know it takes $150,000 to field the Braves every summer? We are a non-profit, all-volunteer organization that relies solely on the donations of private citizens and local businesses. The Bourne Braves are a 501c organization, and all donations are tax deductible. You can donate today online at bournebraves.org.
It's time to go back to the ballpark. This is Bourne Braves Baseball.
Second inning of work for Hunter Lloyd, the Braves starter in this game, as we begin the bottom half of the second. Still scoreless here from Stony Brook Field in the first of 2 between the Bravos and the Whitecaps. Lloyd allowed 1 hit in the first. That was a swinging bunt by Ryan Lasko, perfectly placed down the third base line, but then got Brennan Malloy to pop out to end the frame. And he'll face 5, 6, and 7 here in the second. Tatro, Byrne, and Mendham due up for the Caps.
And a really quick inning of work for him back in the first. 9 strikes to 6 balls, so 15 pitches in total. And we mentioned 71% strike rate on that heater, so when he's going to throw, it's going to be over the plate.
Here is Grayson Tatro to lead us off for Brewster. This guy has been a silver lining on a struggling Whitecaps offense as he takes a big swing at a first pitch breaking ball, sends it deep out to right. Going back is Duffy at the track. He makes the one-handed catch. Grayson Tatro just missed his first home run of the Cape League season, and it's a loud out to begin the second inning.
And he gave that one a ride, like you said. It took Duffy almost to have his numbers on the back of his jersey tapping the wall in straightaway right field, but he made that catch very stoically, very calmly for a allowed out number 1. So a couple of balls in the air for Lloyd after inducing majority ground balls his last time out. So maybe a different approach from him on the mound. Looks like he's living up with that fastball so far.
So one man is away here in the second for the second-year Whitecap, Curtis Byrne. .250 hitter on the season so far for Brewster. The first pitch from Lloyd, a fastball by him for strike 1. You mentioned Lloyd's numbers. A guy loves to attack with that fastball. It's been on display here early in this game. Scoreless ball game, bottom half of the second, the 0-1. Down below the zone for ball 1. Wind continuing to blow out to left field. Here's the 1-1 from Lloyd. It's in the dirt, picked by the catcher Espinal. But the count has gone to 2-1 on the TCU backstop, Curtis Byrne.
And for Byrne, a smaller sample size this year, 4 for 16. But again, another guy that they look to get going right here. Had a really good year at TCU.
The 2-1. Up and in, ball 3. And he mentioned the Brewster offense trying to get going. This is a Whitecap squad who's hitting a .188 on the season. That is dead last in the CCBL, a dozen games into the campaign. But a good hitter's count here from the rebound. Plays on the Hobbs back foot for another hard hit. So 2 are gone, and the bases are empty in a scoreless game in the bottom of the second for David Mendham, the first pitch. Grounded up the middle off of the backside of the pitcher Lloyd, who tries to recover. But too much speed for Mendham down the first baseline, and he's got a hard-hit single with 2 outs in his frame, and now the Braves will call time and check out their pitcher, Hunter Lloyd, who got the worst of that ground ball.
And the middle infielders are playing about straight up, so this probably would have gotten into center field either way because it was hit hard. But again, a tough break for Lloyd. It says hit him in the backside like you mentioned, Calvin, and then he just couldn't find it. And by the time he was able to locate it and pick it up, Mendham was already over at first base.
So now Carson DiMartini is the batter with a 1-man on and 2 away here in the inning. DiMartini 1 for 12 to start the season in Brewster as he fouls the first pitch away. But this is a guy who lit up the ACC this season, a .341 batting average with 15 home runs and 50 runs driven in for the Hokies of Virginia Tech during the regular year. That's with 1 out, 2 outs and 1 on. The pitch in the dirt, good block by Espinal to keep the runner in Mendham from not advancing over at first base.
And Espinal's strength behind the plate is controlling the running game. Has an incredible arm, has been doing a fantastic job of blocking the plate as well, or I should say blocking pitches to keep them in front of the plate. And for a team that we saw run already in the first inning with Lasco, it's going to be important here for Lloyd and the rest of this Braves pitching staff.
Mendham is the runner on first base. Not really a threat to steal 0 on the regular season for Oklahoma State, as the 1-1 misses up and away for ball 2. Scoreless game, bottom of the second. The runner on first base is Mendham. He reached on a single off the pitcher, Hunter Lloyd. The batter is DiMartini. Here's the 2-1. A slider through the back door for strike 2.
And a really, really good spot right there, pinpointing the outside corner. So we'll see what he comes with here with DiMartini. He struck out 9 times in 12 at-bats this year, so the swing and miss has been an issue for him.
Lloyd working quickly out of the stretch. He sets out the belt. His pitch roped into right field. That is a base hit. Going from first and now stopping at second is Mendham. And quickly after 2 outs in this inning, the Whitecaps have slashed back-to-back base knocks, and 2 are on with 2 away for the brand new Whitecap and Javier Vaz.
Really the first time we've seen these Whitecap hitters put solid contact on the ball against Lloyd so far tonight. Again, a hard single up the middle off the bat of Mendham, and then this hard single out to right field from DiMartini. I just mentioned the strikeout numbers. That has to feel good for him right there. Again, behind the count with 2 strikes, it evens up and then gets a pitch over the plate and smacks into right field for a base hit to set up the first run-scoring opportunity here for Brewster.
Welcome to the Cape, Javier Vaz. His first at-bat for the Whitecaps this summer is with 2 men gone and 2 on for a Brewster offense that's really struggled through the early parts of this season. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for strike 1. Vaz on the season for the Commodores of Vanderbilt, a .280 hitter, 5 home runs, 30 runs driven in. And a guy who can really run, 11 stolen bases in SEC play. Lloyd trying to wiggle himself out of a jam. He sets at the belt, his 0-1. An off-speed pitch in the dirt. The count is even at 1-1.
I'm not sure if Alan Espinal is calling pitches tonight or if he's going with the dugout, or if the dugout and the coaching staff is calling it, but him behind the plate, a Vanderbilt product with his buddy and Vaz at the plate. Got to imagine he has some sort of scouting report here for Lloyd as well.
The runners lead off of first and second respectively. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Not even close to the zone. A slider got away from Lloyd that time. And Vaz now in the driver's seat, 2-1. Can Brewster break through? This is an offense averaging less than 2 runs per game in their last 8 outings. Lloyd gets a sign he likes. The pitch. Fastball by him, a foul tip into the mitt for strike 2.
And we're seeing a lot of late swings on that heater so far from Lloyd, ranging from just about 90 to 93 miles an hour, mixing up speeds and mixing up timing. Really good so far.
2 men on, 2 men gone. Scoreless game, bottom of the second. Brewster looking to draw first blood here in the first to 2 from Stony Brook Field. The 2-2 pitch to Vaz. Fastball high and away, and the count has gone full.
And you touched on it earlier, but Mendham at second base, not the fleetest of foot over there, but now with a 3-2 count and 2 down, he'll get a head start.
They'll be going on the pitch, and the Cape Cod League leader in home runs, and Alex Freeland waits patiently on deck. A really big pitch here early in this game. 2 outs, full count, scoreless game, bottom 2. Here is the offering from Lloyd. Clubbed into left field, falling fast. It's down for a base hit. Mendham rounds third. He will score, and it is an RBI knock to start the Cape campaign for Javier Vaz. It's 1-0 Brewster in the second.
And after Lloyd's able to get 2 quick outs, he gives up 3 consecutive singles now. This one particularly not hard hit. Again, a soft little line drive into left field for a base knock. But as we mentioned with Mendham, going on the pitch right there, Dakota Harris in left field decided to make the throw to third as there was no play at the plate. And now you touched on it. You have the league leader in home runs coming to the plate with runners at the corners.
Alex Freeland is that man. He struck out swinging in the first. As on the play, DeMartini goes first to third. So runners are on the corners. Here for the leadoff batter in Freeland as Brewster looks to crack the nut a little bit more open here in the second. This one is lined into right field. That is a single. Rounding third and coming home is DeMartini. Vaz is into third, and it is 4 straight singles for the Whitecaps here in the second. It is 2-0 Brewster.
And maybe Brewster was listening to our Tomahawk talk before the game because, Calvin, you were saying the Braves need to string around back-to-back-to-back base hits and get something going. That's exactly what Brewster has done, all with 2 outs right here, might I add. 4 consecutive singles. Freeland picks up his 8th RBI of the year, and there we go. They were averaging just under 2 runs per game in the last week or so. Already have 2 here in the second inning.
So 2 are quickly gone in this frame. Grayson Tatro flew to right. Curtis Byrne grounded to second. And then 4 straight singles by Mendham, DeMartini, Vaz, and Freeland has put the Whitecaps up 2-0 here with 2 away in the bottom of the second. And the Braves pitching coach, Coach Cook, is out on a meeting with his pitcher and his catcher on the mound, trying to figure out a way to get out of this frame.
And for Lloyd, too, I don't think Freeland particularly hit this one hard. It sounded like he got it near off the end of the bat. The second baseman, Shaw, was ranging up the middle. So, again, well-placed single for Freeland. A tough break, soft contact, I'd say, on back-to-back hits right there. Just dropping in good spots.
So now it's Davis Diaz as Brewster looks to continue this 2-out rally. Vaz is on third. Freeland, a threat to steal, already with 2 in the campaign, leads off of first. Lloyd out of the stretch. His first pitch is in there, a strike to Diaz. Diaz popped his second his first time around. That was in the first inning. But the Whitecaps, who have struggled to produce runs, has gotten to Hunter Lloyd here in the second. Slider hit off the end of the bat into short right field again. Matt Shaw ranging over, and he makes a snow cone catch into right field to do things for the second inning. But not before the Whitecaps get 4 straight base hits and put 2 runs across home plate. We go to the third, 2-0 Brewster on the Bourne Braves Radio Network.
Keep up to speed with the Braves when you're away from Doran Park by visiting our website at bournebraves.org, and be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Instagram and Facebook. You'll be kept up to date all year long with the Braves.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League.
After his first inning at bat, Espinal went right up to him and said, "What'd you see there?" So Espinal's coming up second in this inning, and Shaw told him that his fastball has good run on the arm side, but the slider was a little bit flat. So to be careful with the fastball because it's going to run in on you a little bit. But the slider, that's the pitch you're going to want to make a run at, and especially as you both have talked about, it's going to be stringing hits together for the Braves, especially now down by 2 runs early and in just a 7-inning game. There's only 5 innings left, so you got to make the most of any opportunity you can get. Espinal coming up second in this inning. Let's see what he can learn from Shaw's at bat in the first.
Well, the Braves looking to emulate what Brewster did in the bottom half of the second when they strung together 4 straight base hits and scored 2 runs in the fray. For all the action in the third and the fourth, I send it over to my partner, Max Danzer, for the play-by-play.
Thank you, Calvin. And again, as Ethan mentioned, that arm side run on the fastball has set up some awkward swings from both left-handed and right-handed hitters tonight from the Braves as they look to pick up what would be their first hit. And a 9-pitch second inning for Joe Mancini capped off what was facing the minimum for the second consecutive frame. So they'll look to get something going here. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 with Josh Moylan, the designated hitter, leading it off. Again, 2-0 Brewster your score here. After 2 quick outs for Lloyd in the bottom of the second inning, they were able to string across 4 consecutive singles, an RBI single from Javier Vaz, and an RBI single from Alex Freeland. So here comes Josh Moylan, again made his 2022 summer debut yesterday. The one returner on this Braves team from 2021 was 0 for 4 yesterday, struck out 3 times. As Mancini toes the first base side, winds and fires his first pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Count jumps to 0-1. The one ball that Moylan put in play yesterday was a rocket out to deep center field. Again, 395 feet straight away to center field at Doran Park. Must have missed it by about 10 feet or so. Again, a guy with a lot of pop. As he digs back into left-handed batter's box, slightly open stance. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a high fly ball right field, fairly deep. Grayson Tatro will take a couple steps in. He's there to make the catch for out number 1.
Off the bat, it seemed like a good swing there by Moylan. I think he just got a little bit too far up the barrel off the end, and Tatro did made a really good read on it, starting back, coming in to make the easy catch. Can he get Josh Moylan going? He had a really slow start to his campaign last year, finished hitting 180, which still doesn't look good, but after, for most of the season, hitting below the 100 mark, it was an effort, a really valiant one for him to finish the season at that 180 clip.
First pitch to Alan Espinal is a fastball taken inside for ball 1. And Moylan, we mentioned it yesterday on the air, a guy who worked the count, get on base as well. We've seen a lot of that from Chris Brito as well. So the 1-0 is a fastball that clips the outside corner. Count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Espinal got the start on Friday against the Firebirds, 1 for 3 with a double and a sacrifice fly as well. So he's got to be feeling good after a day off yesterday. And that double, I'll tell you, one of the hardest hit balls from a Braves hitter this season. The 1-1 is on its way. Breaking ball runs outside. Appeal to first base. First base umpire Mike Hinjosa says he did not go around. 2-1 the count.
And Espinal had a pretty good round of batting practice today. Hit one over the short porch out there in left field, so he's probably feeling pretty good about himself at home plate.
2-1, swinging a bounding ball to short, fielded on a couple hops by Freeland. He sets his feet, throws over to first base. That'll get Espinal by a couple of steps. 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down here in the third. 8 consecutive batters retired by Joe Mancini to start his night, as that'll send up Lane Forsythe, the shortstop, to the plate. So after going 4 innings and being tasked with 2 earned runs, 3 in total against the Braves on opening day on the 12th, just a couple weeks ago, he's found himself in a groove early on. Forsythe got the start, or I should say, did get the start against Orleans back on Friday. Went 0 for 1 with a couple of walks, a run scored. As the first pitch is fouled into the glove of the catcher and Byrne for strike 1.
Funny stat here is this is Forsythe's 3rd start of the season and the 2nd against Brewster, because if you remember, he had that 7-game stretch that he left with injury.
Mancini turns, kicks, and fires the 0-1. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 1. Count evens up at 1. And Forsythe made his re-entrance back on Wednesday against the Anglers quite emphatically as a pinch runner. Stole second base and came around to score on the 2-run single in the bottom of the 8th inning to give the Braves the lead off the bat of Dakota Harris. The 1-1, swing and a foul straight back. Count quickly jumps to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Mancini continues to pound the zone here. Has been very aggressive so far. Likes to live up in the zone with that fastball as he just did right there with Forsythe. So we'll see if he goes with the breaking ball or the changeup right now. Again, has plenty of room to work with here. Top of the order on deck, and Dakota Harris as he swings from the left side tonight with the righty Mancini on the mound. 1-2, breaking ball, taken down, low ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2. So far through the first time through, Mancini struck out just 1 batter. That was Dakota Harris back to open up his night in the first inning. Again, 2-0. Brewster, your score here in the bottom of the second. 7-inning game today, so the Braves will have to get to work. So the 2-2 is swung on and flown to the air, right center field. Lasco to his left. He's there in the alley. He'll make the catch with one hand to end the inning. Joe Mancini, fantastic through 3 innings. He's faced the minimum in all 3 frames. 9 up, 9 down here against this Braves offense. That sends us to the bottom of the third. Brewster leads it 2-0.
Feeling lucky? Head over to the 50-50 table at Doran Park and play everyone's favorite ballpark game of chance. A different list of prizes are available every home game, and of course, half the pot is always up for grabs. Take it from me, my family played the 50-50 last season and won a gift certificate to a local ice cream shop, and I can tell you firsthand it was delicious. Check out the list of prizes over at the 50-50 table next to the concession stand and play the 50-50 today, because I'm sure there's a prize for you.
For the first time since 2019, the Cape Cod League All-Star Game is back. On Saturday, July 23rd at 6:45, the best players on Cape will come together in Wareham and duke it out in an East Division versus West Division clash. In 2021, the Braves had a league-leading 9 All-Stars, but they weren't able to shine in the mid-season showcase. But now the game is back, and it will include your favorite Braves stars, as well as the best talent from around the Cape.
This is Braves outfielder Jack Duffy from Polk State College. Go Braves.
Last of the third inning, 2-0 Brewster, your score here as we're flying through this one. Again, game 1 of a doubleheader between the Whitecaps and the Braves, a rematch of the 2021 Cape Cod League Championship. Max Tanzer joined alongside Calvin Cristoforo. A gorgeous day for baseball, just under 90 degrees, blue skies ahead. A couple of clouds into the distance, but the sun strongly shining through as Hunter Lloyd comes out for his 3rd inning of work. And Calvin for Lloyd was able to get 2 quick outs to open up that bottom of the 2nd inning. But then after 4 straight singles, Brewster was able to push across 2.
Yeah, Whitecaps not trying to do too much either, just 4 straight singles on the ledger, but it pushed it across 2 runs. And for a struggling Brewster offense, one of the things they've really had trouble with is stringing hits together, so it must be a big smile on the coaching staff for Brewster to see their team get 4 hits in a row.
First pitch on the way to Lasco is outside for ball 1. He then follows up with a breaking ball in the outside corner. The count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lasco singled back in the 1st inning. That was a swinging bunt to the 3rd baseman in Hensler. He would then steal 2nd as well. 1-1, breaking ball misses outside ball 2, 2-1. First time through the order here, one of my takeaways, Calvin, from this Brewster lineup is the style with the teal, really making it work. Lasco swinging a teal bat with the teal arm tape and batting gloves. The next pitch is seared past the dive of the 3rd baseman Hensler in the left field for a base hit. So Lasco, with that teal-barreled bat, picks up his 2nd hit of the evening, opens up this bottom of the 3rd.
I think it's an all-teal approach for this entire Brewster lineup. And that was another hard-hit ball. We can't see the Braves bullpen from where we're sitting on the first base side of this field. But it wouldn't surprise me if someone is already getting loose here as Lloyd has given up 6 hits. I can't think of another time this season a Braves starter has allowed 6 base hits through just 2+ innings of work.
And a lot of hard contact over the last couple hitters he's faced as well. First pitch on the way to Brendan Malone is taken down low for ball 1. So we saw Lasco steal 2nd back in the 1st. That was his 6th stolen base already in the summer. Coming into tonight, this Brewster team, 5th in the league in stolen bags at 14. They've been caught 5 times. Here's the 1-0. Taken down low ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And it looks like it's the hard-throwing right-hander Mason Pelio warming up in the bullpen. So we could see a couple of Boston College arms. Of course, Joe Mancini, a BC product, starting the game for Brewster tonight. And then Pellia warming up the bullpen, also spent his year at Boston College as the 2-0 is fought off. Shallow center on a line. Coming in is Hurley. He has to play this on a hop. Steaming around second and heading for third as Lasko to throw to third's not in time. Right behind him is Malone in his second base as he advances on the throw. So a big sequence of events for Brewster, now second and third with nobody out.
That was a bad decision by Lane Forsythe, the Braves shortstop, who had the option to catch that ball and cut that throw off, or let it skip into Hensler to try to get the leading runner in Lasko going from first to third. If you would have cut that ball off, Lasko still would have been safe at third base, but it probably would have prevented Malone from going to second on the play. And now you got Grayson Tatro, who just missed a home run his last time up, the Cape Cod League leader in RBIs, with 2 ducks on the pond and nobody out here in the third.
He's driven in 7 this year, hitting .313 coming into this game. First pitch, taken down low ball 1 ball, no strikes. So while it's been quick work for Mancini, Lloyd has found himself in a lot of trouble. 25 strikes to 20 balls now as he approaches 50 pitches here, just trying to get out of trouble. Again, second and third, nobody out. Brewster up by 2, looking for more. Here's the 1-0. Fastball taken upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Time now called as the catcher and Espinal will come out to the mound to have a conversation with Lloyd. And again, as we mentioned, Pelio warming up quickly down the bullpen. Pelio was eligible last night to come into the game. We saw him warming up in that 9th inning, in fact, but Berkwich was able to get through that inning unscathed. So Pelio, the first out of the pen tonight, very likely. Our beat reporter, Mac Friday, mentioned it on the pregame show. All of the firearms, or fireballers, I should say, available tonight here for the Braves. So hitters count here to Tatro, 2-0. Malone takes his lead from second, Lasko from third after back-to-back singles. Here's the 2-0. Taken down low, looked like an off-speed pitch. Ball 3, 3-0 the count. So we'll see if Lloyd attacks Tatro here behind 3-0. You have Curtis Byrne, the catcher, on deck, who's a right-handed hitter, a good ground ball candidate if you're looking for a double play. That would be set up by a potential free pass right here.
And we've already mentioned it, an early lead in doubleheaders, 7-inning games are such a big story.
3-0, getting the green light is Tatro as he fouls it straight back. 3-1.
And with Brewster already up 2-0 in this ball game, if they're able to scratch 2 more runs in this third inning, it's going to be a very steep hill to climb, because you just add on 2 more innings in a normal game. So this inning is really the bottom of the 5th if you evaluate that to a 9-inning contest.
Third baseman Hensler well off the bag at third, a couple steps behind as well. The shortstop in Forsythe holding on the runner at second. 3-1, swinging a fly ball, fairly deep center field. Hurley sprinting backpedaling in front of the track. He reaches up to make the catch. Tagging from third and coming around to score is Lasko. Behind him, going from second to third, is Malone. Another run is in on the sacrifice fly as that gives Brewster a 3-0 lead. So Tatro gave that one a ride as well. He picks up his league-leading 8th RBI in the year, as Hurley had to readjust quickly right there. Was moving aggressively towards his right, then started to backpedal straight back. Good news is he was able to cut it down in his tracks. So 1 down now for Curtis Byrne, who grounded out to the second baseman Shaw back in the second inning.
And you can hear the Brewster coaching staff saying, same thing, same thing. So they're looking to get Byrne, who grounded his first time up, to hit one up in the air once again and try to bring home the runner in Malone from third.
First pitch on the way is a fastball down away for ball 1. Braves will draw their infield in right here, trying to cut down the run at the plate. Again, that's Malone over there at third base, who has good speed, already 3 stolen bags for him this year. He's looking to score right now, 90 feet away. Here's the 1-0 from Lloyd. Tap foul straight back. Count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 2 runs in the second, 1 and counting here for Brewster. 3-0 lead for them. Byrne has 2 RBIs in the young summer, drove in 44 at TCU this spring. Straight up stance with the right side, swinging a black-barreled, blonde-handled bat. Carries it above his right shoulder, right behind his ear. So the 1-1 is pounded foul straight back again. Lloyd continues to challenge him inside as the count moves to 1-2.
So now Lloyd's ahead 1-2. Couple of pitches to play with here, and oh boy, what a strikeout this would be to keep that runner at third base and now put 2 outs in the out column in this inning. So I wouldn't anticipate this pitch being in the zone, as Lloyd's probably going to look to nibble here 1-2.
Infield still drawn in here with 1 down. The 1-2 is smoked. Stopped by the second baseman, Sean, on an in-between hop. Checks third, goes to first base. That is in time to retire Byrne. My goodness, what a play by Matt Shaw with the infield drawn in, sprawling towards his right, picking a steamer on an in-between hop to hold Malone at third base.
I mean, there's no words. I mean, what else are we going to say about this guy? I mean, quite frankly, he's just insane. Whatever he does is dazzling. The plays he makes on defense, the balls he hits on offense. That one had not only run batted in, but RBI single up the middle written all over it. A step and a dive. Shaw picks a steamer on a hop, looks the runner back to third, it gets up and throws out the base runner. You can't just say enough about what this guy has brought to this Braves ball club.
First pitch to Menham is lined foul down the left field line for strike one. So with 2 outs now, the infield will get to play back, and it's just night in and night out. You can put him at short, third, second base, wherever it may be, and he's going to make a spectacular play. And he's been very busy tonight, challenged a multitude of times through the first third of this game. 0-1 the count with 2 down. Pitch is lined to left field. That one has a ticket for left. That's in for a base hit. Trotting home to score from third is Malone. That'll give Brewster a 4-0 lead as David Menham checks in with his second RBI this summer.
So Shaw makes that great play, and then David Menham picks up the Brewster Whitecaps offense. Just slapping the ball the other way for a base hit. Brewster with 8 hits in this ball game, all singles, but a majority of them have been hard hit as the Whitecaps just chip away. It seems like they're like, you're trying to chip away down from a 10-run deficit with just single, but this game is now 4-0 Brewster if they've done this, starting off with a scoreless ball game.
First pitch to DeMartini is a fastball taken outside for ball one. No extra base hits so far. Again, all singles. 3 here in the third inning, plus that sacrifice fly from Tatro. So 2 runs in, 4-0 your score here. The 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball left center field. Harris trots over towards his left. He's there in the alley to make the catch with 2 hands to end the inning. But not before Brewster picks across 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on. They lead 4-0 as we head to the top of the 4th here on the Braves Radio Network.
Keep up to speed with the Braves when you're away from Doran Park by visiting our website at bornbraves.org, and be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Instagram and Facebook. You'll be kept up to date all year long with the Braves.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve, and that's why they go above and beyond for our active duty military and veterans. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
A night at the ballpark is one of the best ways to spend a summer evening with the family. With free admission to Doran Park and every field on the Cape, you can bring along the entire crew to experience a free night of fun at the park. Catch the best collegiate summer baseball league with the whole family all summer long, with tickets starting and ending at $0. To find the full Braves schedule, head over to our website, bornbraves.org.
Grab your hot dog and your lawn chair. This is Born Braves Baseball.
Top half of the 4th inning, the Brewster Whitecaps lead by that much, 4-0 your score. Is Joe Mancini has been twirling a gem thus far. 3 straight innings, 3 perfect innings as the Braves look to pick up their first hit with the top of their order and Dakota Harris leading things off.
Yeah, and he's done it with just 1 strikeout, retiring the Braves in order all 3 innings. 9 up, 9 down for the Bravos. Maybe second time around, which has been a bugaboo for the Braves' defense and pitching staff, could work in the Braves' favor here in this one. Maybe one time around Mancini, maybe they've seen something, but that's a jump to conclusion. By the way, this guy has been dealing the second time he has seen the Braves this season.
9 pitches in the second for Mancini, 11 in the third. He now has 36 in total, 26 strikes to 10 balls. So the Braves have been ultra aggressive against him. We'll see if they're a little bit more patient the second time through. So here's Dakota Harris. He was the 1 strikeout victim for Mancini first time through. Struck out looking on a fastball in the inside corner. Third baseman DeMartini playing in front of the bag at third for the potential bunt. As the first pitch is cut on a missed on a fastball upstairs for strike 1. 0-1. Harris entered tonight 3 for his last 8. One of those, the big 2-run single back on Wednesday against Chatham. He's looking to heat up here. The 0-1 is taken up and away for ball 1. The count evens up. It'll be Harris, Shaw, and Hurley here. Again, the Braves down by 4, being out hit by 8. A very explosive performance for this Brewster club that's been looking to get things going offensively. The 1-1 is on its way. Breaking ball slips out, misses upstairs for ball 2. 2-1.
And this is a Brewster offense that's only scored 10 hits in a game once this season, and that was 11 days ago when they beat the Orleans Firebirds.
Harris digs back in from the left side, a switch hitter. 2-1 is flown to the air, center field, last go. Takes a couple steps back towards his right, readjusts quickly as he sprints back to make the backhanded grab over his shoulder for out number 1. Some late life on that one off the bat of Harris, as there's one away here in the 4th. So that'll bring up Matt Shaw to the plate, flew out to the left fielder, and Vaz back in the first inning. Got a breaking ball from Mancini that he caught just a little bit in on the hands, and he is a guy that if the Braves want to get something going, this is the guy to start it. Both on the defensive and offensive side of things made a spectacular play, diving towards his right with the infield drawn in. Again, talk about quick reaction. Saved a run at the time, but then Mendham picked up the RBI single promptly after that. First pitch on the way for Mancini is a breaking ball that bites the outside corner. Strike 1, 0-1. You can hear the Braves dugout groan a little bit after that call, but Larry Garcia calling it a strike either way. Here's the 0-1. Fastball clips the outside corner, strike 2. Mancini with a lot of dominance quickly ahead here at no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, now he's painting corners, 2 pitches back-to-back right on the black, and Shaw, who feels like he could be up 2-0 in this at-bat, is in the hole 0-2.
Look at the battle right here. Mancini, glove in front of his face, nods his head in agreement with his catcher and Byrne. He twists and tosses. The 0-2 is well upstairs for ball 1, 1-2. So for Shaw, who saw a heavy diet of pitches inside, both with breaking balls and heaters over the last homestand, Mancini coming out with a breaking ball that clips the outside corner and then a fastball that runs across the same spot. We'll see what he comes with right here. Working at a quick pace, he's set. He twists and fires the 1-2. Breaking ball popped up first base side and foul at a play. Count will hold at 1-2. Wind still blowing out hard towards left field. Again, coming into this game, Calvin, I think we thought we were going to see some extra base power here. For 2 teams that are looking to break out a little bit, the Braves slugging .315 collectively as a team coming into tonight. And the Whitecaps .258, good for last in the league in that category. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball smoked on a line center field. That one's down for a base hit, so good 2-strike hitting for Matt Shaw as he continues to pick up base knock after base knock. The first hit of the night for the Braves, here with one down to the top of the 4th inning.
He gets down 0-2, and there's no notice of him being worried about being down in the count. He stays with his approach, and I would love to see his numbers hitting with 2 strikes because I'm sure they're eye-popping. Hangs around, spoils a tough pitch, watches the ball miss way to the zone, finally gets another pitch over the plate, waits back on a breaking ball, and slaps it right back where it came from the Braves' first hit of this contest.
Here's Jack Hurley, grounded out to the first baseman Mendham, back to end things in the first. Braves look to get something going. The first pitch is a fastball check swing foul straight back. 0-1. 4-0 Brewster your score here, but Hurley with one swing at the bat could cut the deficit in half. 2 for 4 yesterday with an RBI, 4 for 18 in total this summer. Third baseman and DiMartini playing well in front of the bag at third for a potential bunt. The shortstop and Freeland ranging up the middle and double play depth, so a wide open left side of the infield here for Hurley. From the stretch for the first time, runner goes, pitch on the way, is swung on a miss, thrown down to second base by Byrne, is not in time. Matt Shaw continues his aggressive base running approach, picks up his 5th stolen base of the season.
And Curtis Byrne did really all he could do there. Just wasn't a great pitch to throw on. Down and in to a left-handed batter, and Hurley had to pop up. Still threw a bullet on the line, but it was not in time for the first stolen base of the Braves game today. So now the Bravos with the runner in scoring position with 1 out still in this inning, and Jack Hurley at the dish.
23rd stolen base of the year for the Braves as a team. Good for 2nd place in the league behind the Katuitt Kettleers. 0-2 the count here with 1 down. Braves down by 4 as there's a pickoff move to second base. Shaw is going to get back in safely. Hurley has 1 RBI in the year that came back yesterday. So the third baseman, DiMartini, with 2 strikes, now playing well back behind the third base bag, but still a wide open gap on the left side of the infield. Outfielders playing Hurley, the left-handed hitter, about straight up. Mancini from the stretch. Here's his 0-2. Swing and a cue shot foul off to the left side, out of play. Count holds at 0-2.
Good job that time by Hurley. Got a really tough pitch down and in, was able to spoil it away. And see another pitch here behind in the count, still 0-2.
Chris Brito on deck, then Jack Duffy here. Shaw takes his lead from second after the single and the stolen base. That single, the first hit for the Braves. The first base runner, in fact, snapped 3 1/3 of innings worth of perfect baseball by Joe Mancini to start things off. Shaw dancing back and forth at second. The 0-2 is a fastball elevated up and out of the zone. 1-2.
So this is really similar to the Shaw at-bat. Gets in front of Hurley 0-2, tries to beat around the bush here with a couple of pitches that Hurley's able to slap away, then gets a bit frustrated and overthrows a fastball way up and out of the zone. And the 1-2 count is the exact count where Shaw roped his single into center.
Mancini from the stretch. He fires the 1-2. Misses upstairs, gets away from the catcher Byrne to the backstop. Late jump for Shaw at third. Here's the throw from Burns. It's not in time. So safe at third base on the wild pitch is Shaw, but again, maybe had a tough time seeing if this bounced back to the catcher Byrne quickly or not, because he was caught indecisively between the base paths, decided to commit late, and the throw from Byrne almost got him.
And I think the catcher Byrne was a little surprised to see Matt Shaw standing in between first and second. So even with the indecision, the Braves have a runner 90 feet away from home plate with a chance to produce a run by getting an out here in this inning.
Infield playing back with one down. The 2-2 is swung on and belted out to deep right center. Lasco showing his numbers, looking up. This one's gone. Jack Hurley, no, it's going to be a ground rule double maybe. We haven't got the call yet. And it looks like it's going to be a ground rule double. Jumped the gun there a little bit, so Hurley will take it either way. In RBI form is second in as many nights. As the Braves get their first run of the evening, it's 4-1.
Home run or not, that was stung off the bat of Jack Hurley. That's his first extra base hit of the season in a Braves uniform. Missed a home run by a matter of feet, but if he puts it any other place in this ballpark, besides the deepest part of the yard by that 395 marker out in dead center field, he does get a home run. Braves will take it, though. They still have a runner in scoring position and a run on the scoreboard.
Here's Brito. He swings at the first pitch, fouls it straight back. 0-1 the count.
By the way, Brito took that first hack, too. He's looking to make up for his teammates' misfortune by sending one deep into the trees over the left field wall.
So Brito 0 for 1, grounded out to third back in the second inning. Looking to cut the deficit in half right here, if not more. The 0-1 is swung on and flown to the air. Deep right center field again. Lasco going back. So is Tatro. He's going to make the catch. That's Lasco in center. Tagging from second and heading to third is Hurley. So a productive out with two down. Hurley 90 feet away.
Another hard hit ball is after Mancini was 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 9 up, 9 down to start this ball game. The Braves have figured something out here in the fourth inning and have started to hit the BC hurlers hard here in this frame.
No one up in the Whitecaps bullpen as we speak. Again, coming into this inning, Mancini had 36 pitches through 3 perfect frames. Braves have pushed across 2 hits and a run here in the fourth, looking for more. Here's Duffy. He flew out to left his first time up. Long hold from Mancini. He turns, kicks, and fires the first pitch. Breaking ball on the inside corner for strike 1. 0-1. Duffy, as we mentioned earlier, came into the game as a pinch hitter late yesterday. Bunted a runner over. That was Evelyn to second as he swings and skies this into left field. Heading over towards his left is Vaz. He's there as he makes the catch, galloping over into the gap in left center to retire the side. But the Braves do jump on the board for the first time tonight with their first 2 hits and a run on the RBI double from Jack Hurley. Right to the bottom of the fourth. 4-1. Brewster, your score.
2021 was a historic season for the Bourne Braves. The Bravos captured the President's Trophy, given to the team with the best regular season record, and rode early success to the West Division title and a trip to the Cape Cod League Championship Series. Now in 2022, the Braves are back and look to replicate the success from a season ago without many of the faces that got them there. It's a whole new season of Bourne Braves baseball. Check out the full schedule on bournebraves.org and come join the party at Doran Park.
The Bourne Braves have enjoyed a long history of offering internships to college students who have worked in a myriad of capacities and performed any number of duties for the organization. Interns support everything from public relations, fundraising and concessions, to field maintenance, internet broadcasting, and baseball operations. The Braves will begin accepting applications for the 2023 season in September. Those interested should visit bournebraves.org.
Scott Landers is the new man in charge in Bourne. The new Braves field manager is in his first year at the helm at the Bravos and brings with him an exciting staff that includes World Series champion Jared Saltalamacchia. It's an exciting new regime of Bourne Braves baseball, and it's a team you're going to want to see for yourself. Go to bornbraves.org for the full schedule.
Tomahawk Talk is the official pregame and postgame analysis of the Bourne Braves. Hosted by the Bravos broadcast team, Tomahawk Talk provides pregame insights on game day on what Braves fans can expect to see that night. And after the game, the crew breaks down the matchup that was and looks ahead to what to expect tomorrow. It's Tomahawk Talk, and you can find it on game days on the Braves YouTube site, as well as at Bourne Braves on Twitter.
This is Lane Forsythe, shortstop from Mississippi State, and this is Bourne Braves baseball.
Out of the fourth inning here in a 7-inning game one of this two-game doubleheader at Stony Brook Field. The Braves and the Whitecaps lead it 4-1 as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. New pitcher in relief for the starter and Hunter Lloyd, hard-throwing right-hander Mason Pelio.
Third appearance, instead fourth appearance of the season for Pelio. He has allowed 1 earned run through 4 1/3 innings of work, but his last 2 outings have been scoreless. Last time he towed the rubber, that was in the loss in Game 1 instead of the single game against YD against the Red Sox at Red Wilson Field. That was on Tuesday afternoon. Threw an inning, gave up 2 hits, but did strike out 2 and stranded those 2 runners to get out of the inning without allowing a run.
9-1-2 up here for Brewsters. They face Pelio here for the first time this summer. Javier Vaz will lead things off as he takes a fastball upstairs for ball 1. Vaz picked up an RBI single back in the second inning. Again, this is Whitecaps' debut, just being activated earlier today. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, up and away ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So you can close the book on Hunter Lloyd, who went 3 innings, allowed 4 runs, 8 hits. All 4 of those runs earned after a lengthy second and third innings of work. Hensler playing in front of the bag at third for a potential bunt. Here's the 2-0. Swinging a pop-up third base side out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Alex Freeland, the top of the order on deck, then Davis Diaz here as Brewster looks to add on. Again, as we sit in the bottom of the fourth inning, it's a 7-inning game today, so the Braves have just about 9 outs to work with when they come back to the plate in the top of the 5th. Here's the 2-1 from Pelio. Swing and a foul straight back. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This season at Vanderbilt, Vaz hit 280. On base clip of 402, slugged 490. Good speed, 11 for 13 in stolen base attempts as well. Hensler now playing back behind the bag at third with 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Another swing and a pop-up foul off to the left side. Vaz stays alive, 2-2.
And Vaz came up with that clutch single in his last plate appearance. His first at-bat in a Whitecaps uniform. With 2 men on and 2 men out, he delivered a single, an RBI single, to drive in Brewster's first run of this game.
Straight up stance from the left side. Here's the 2-2 from Pelio. Swinging a tapper off his foot. Espinal, the catcher, there to field it quickly, but the home plate umpire, Larry Garcia, quickly calling that a foul ball as the count stays at 2-2. In the top of the 5th inning for the Braves, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 in their order. Hensler, Moylan, and Espinal. Of course, Pelio trying to keep this one a 3-run deficit as the Braves really started to get something going against Joe Mancini for the first time tonight back in that top of the 4th inning. Here's the 2-2 one more time. Looked like an off-speed pitch, just missing a bit inside. The catcher, Espinal, trying to stick that one up towards the strike zone right there. Count runs full at 3-2.
That's probably just as close as you can get with missing the strike zone. Pelio, I'm sure, wanted it, but now he has to make another good pitch here, 3-2 to Javier Vaz.
Pelio from the windup. Here's his payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Climb the ladder with a fastball. 1 up, 1 down here for Pelio to open things up in the top of the 4th. Make that the bottom of the 4th. So that'll bring up the top of the lineup. Alex Freeland coming to the plate now. He came up with a big knock with 2 outs. An RBI single to give Brewster a 2-0 lead at the time. The league leader in home runs now has 8 RBIs in the year as well. Was 0 for 3 yesterday against Chatham, but did drive in a run on a sacrifice fly. He digs back in from the left side. Here's Pelio's first pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. Explosive hack is Freeland. Quite the finish right there as the end of his bat slammed onto the ground. 0-1 the count.
And Freeland trying to attack power with power. A big-time fastball from Pelio on the mound. Took a really big swing.
0-1. Misses down low ball 1. 1-1. Right-hander starting to get warmed up in the Whitecaps bullpen down the left field line. So we'll see if Mancini comes out for a 5th inning of work. Again, went 4 innings in his last outing against the Braves back on opening day. Pelio winds and tosses. Here's his 1-1. Swing and a miss as Freeland falls to a knee that time. Looked like he was out in front of an off-speed pitch. 1-2. Infield playing, Freeland just about straight up. Outfield as well. Wind continues to gust out towards straightaway left. Pelio set first base side, the 1-2. Fastball misses up and away ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2. Davis Diaz on deck, then Ryan Lasko here. 4-1. Brewster your score here. 2 runs in the second, 2 in the third. Pelio looking to post the first 0 from a Braves pitcher since the first inning. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a high, pop-up shallow left. Here comes Harris, late jump for him. This one's going to plunk in for a base hit and roll towards the left field line. Heading for second is Freeland. Harris's throw will come into the cutoff man. Now gets away. There's a wide turnaround second for Freeland, but he'll hold there. So a bloop double here with 1 down as Brewster continues to threat another runner in scoring position for the 3rd consecutive inning.
Freeland got jammed on that pitch inside, but was able to loop him into left field off the bat. The only question was fair or foul, because that was not going to be caught. Luckily for Brewster, it was fair. It took a bounce out of play into the Brewster dugout. So the Whitecaps get a man in scoring position here on their softest base hit of the afternoon.
So that'll bring up Davis Diaz to the plate here, looking to drive in a run. Has popped out to the second baseman twice in Shaw tonight. And again, came up with runners in scoring position back in that second inning and 2 down. Pelio from the stretch, first base side. Freeland takes his lead from second. He's got good speed. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Espinal, to keep that in front of him, ranging towards his right. 1-0 the count.
Really good stop by Espinal, and that's what he does. He is a textbook defensive catcher. He can block it, he can catch it, he can throw it with the best of them defensively.
Patrick Copen, the right-hander, currently warming up in the bullpen for Brewster. 1-0 the count here with 1 down. Davis now 1 for 9 on his young summer season. Here's the pitch. Fastball grazes the knees. Strike 1, count evens up. 3, 4, and 5 looming here, so Pelio would love to get out of this inning, or at least get a quick out to Davis Diaz right here as he taps the plate. Carries that bat parallel to his right shoulder. Now drops it on that shoulder as Pelio settles at the chest. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, taken down low ball 2, 2-1. Good crowd on hand tonight. About half of the grandstands down the third baseline filled up. Got some fans behind us as well in our broadcast booth.
Broadcast
down the
bleacher?
first baseline. Broadcast bleacher is a better way to put it. It's quite comfortable though. I'll give it that. 2-1 the count here with 1 down. Freeland takes his lead from second after the 1-out double. The pitch taken down low ball 3, 3-1. So it's been a lot of fastballs from Pelio tonight, as you would imagine. Again, can rush it up there, 95 to 97 miles an hour. At times has hit 99 to 100 in his past. I have yet to see it this summer. But has been very sharp in his first couple outings of work after a very difficult year at Boston College. Hitters count 3-1, the pitch. Taken down and away, 4-4, so a walk to Diaz. It's going to be the first walk allowed tonight by this Braves pitching staff. Sets up a first and second spot for a threatening bat in Ryan Lasko.
Lasko 1-2 Whitecaps. The Braves haven't retired tonight. Single stolen base in the first, singled and scored in the third. So this is going to be a big out here for Mason Pelio to try to get. A ground ball double play will end the inning. But Pelio just has to hone in on the strike zone because the stuff plays. Can he just throw pitches for strikes?
Lasko 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles. Looking to get hot here after entering tonight, 3 for his last 24. Good spot for him to keep that going as the first pitch is inside, buzzes across Lasko as he jets out of the way. Count moves to 1-0. Good speed on the base paths with Freeland at second, Diaz at first base. And again, executing with runners in scoring position has not been a problem tonight for this Brewster Ball Club, which has picked up 9 hits in total so far. The 1-0, swinging a line drive, right field, twisting down. That's down for a base hit. Heading for third is Freeland. He's getting the wave around. The throw from the right fielder, Duffy, comes into third. It's late. Heading for second. Behind him is Lasko into second base, standing up. The ball now gets away, which allows Diaz to score from third base. 2 runs are in, as that'll make it a 6-1 Brewster lead. And again, for the second time, we've seen the throw go all the way to the third baseman Hensler, which allows the hitter to get to second base. Hensler then tried to make a throw to the second baseman and shot, but it got away into right field, which allowed Diaz to score all the way from first.
When we talked about the Braves team, one thing they've struggled with is playing clean defense. And after a clean game against Chatham and a win on Wednesday, a clean game against Orleans and a win on Friday, that is not clean baseball. Quite frankly, it's the opposite. You look at this box score, Davis Diaz just scored from first on a 2-hop line drive into right field. Second time today the Braves have missed a cutoff man, and that time it cost him a run.
So here's Brendan Malone with one down. Lasco takes his lead from second. Great jump as he goes for third. Pitches down to the dirt. The catcher Espinal won't even leave his crouch. So Lasco takes his second stolen base of the day, and he just got an amazing jump right there. Left a second or two before the pitcher and Pelio delivered. So 1-0 the count now. Lasco now at third base here with one down. Fly ball does the job. So the Braves will draw their infield in. 2 runs in each of the last 3 innings for Brewster. They're threatening for 3 here in the fourth. 1-0, fastball, taking down the ball 2-0. Last time the Braves drew their infield in, it was Curtis Byrne at the plate with runners on second and third, and Matt Shaw just made a remarkable diving stop to his right to save a run at the time. The 2-0 is a strike at the top of the zone, 2-1. So Shaw and the rest of his infielders drawn in once again here. We've seen one sacrifice fly tonight from Brewster. That was courtesy of Grayson Tatro for their make that their third run of the night back in the third. 2-1 is popped up first base side and out of play. Count evens up at 2-2. So again, 2 runs in this inning. Really the first time we've seen Pelio be charged for more than 1 run this year. Had a tough time with his command through Wareham, but was able to get out of trouble multiple times. As his 2-2 is on its way. Taking down low ball 3, the count runs full. So in this doubleheader here, you got to imagine Landers was trying to get at least a couple innings out of Pelio, especially after not using him last night when he was available. But we can't see the bullpen here from our angle down the first baseline, but got to imagine there is some action brewing in the Braves' pen. 3-2 is pounded to short, fielded on a long hop by Forsythe. He's now going to chase the runner at third, and Lasco off the back. Throws to Espinal, who goes back to Hensler. Hensler now running and back to the plate. The tag by Pelio's in time to nab Lasco for out number 2 on the play. Malone heads to second base. And again, the runner on third base in Lasco, I believe he was going initially on contact and decided to stop, but a heads-up play by Forsythe at shortstop as he was able to catch him in no man's land between third and home. So Malone taking advantage of the fact that Lasco stayed in that rundown for quite some time. As let's do the math here. That was what? You got it? You got it?
I got it. I got a 6-2-5-1 fielder's choice there for the Braves defense.
Tremendous. We can add that one to the bingo card. So 2 down now, 6-1. Brewster, your score. As Grayson Tatro comes to the plate, he's already driven in 1. Pelio from the stretch. Here's his first pitch. Fastball, taken down away ball 1, 1-0. So the positive defensively, if you want to take one away, is the Braves have been able to execute twice now with their infield drawn in. Again, in a high-pressure spot, has saved, at least at the time, what would be 2 runs. Of course, that other one in Malone at third base back in the third came around to score on the Mendham RBI single. Malone takes his lead from second. 2 runs already in. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Count evens up. Curtis Byrne on deck here as he looks to get an AB. Tatro trying to keep this one alive. While Tatro has not picked up a hit yet, he's driven the ball fairly deep both times up. Took Duffy to the track in the second, and Hurley deep out to left center for that sacrifice fly in the third. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Espinal for strike 2. Looked like a breaking ball as Pelio climbs ahead at 1 and 2.
The changeup, I think, is the pitch that Pelio has fallen in love with here in the 4th inning. Has thrown it by Tatro twice. Now he's set up with a heater ahead in the count 1 and 2.
Espinal signals to go upstairs. Here's the 1-2. He does go upstairs, taken for ball 2. Count evens up at 2 and 2. So Deuce is running wild here. 2 runs in this inning. Malone at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. As Pelio now has 30 pitches in this frame, much of which under pressure. Glove tucked into his front hip as he stares it for the sign, gets what he wants as he comes set. Glove parallel to his chest as he pauses. The 2-2. Swinging a line drive, center field. It's going to be the center fielder, Jack Hurley, who makes the sliding grab in left center to retire the side. Tatro stung it, but that will end the inning. However, Brewster pushes across 2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They lead it 6-1. And with that, let's head over to Ethan Frank for Around the Cape.
Thank you very much, Max. It is time to go around the Cape on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Cape Cod in Massachusetts. Let's start in South Yarmouth at Red Wilson Field. The YD Red Sox coming off of last night's win in Katuitt, gifting their manager the Cape Cod League record 540 wins. Congratulations to Scott Pickler. They lead the Falmouth Commodores 3-0 in the top of the 6th inning in a 7-inning game. At McKeon Park in the middle of the island in Hyannis, the Harbor Hawks are up 4-1 over the Chatham Anglers. The Anglers beat this Brewster team last night that is absolutely putting a smacking on the Braves right now. And out east at Eldridge Park, Orleans and Katuitt tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And lastly, Wareham and Harwich have not started things yet at Spillane Field. That gets going at 4 o'clock. All of these games just the first of 2 around the Cape. So during Game 2, Around the Cape is going to be quite an update where we have finals from all the early games and all the action going on as night falls here on Cape Cod. So there you have it. YD up 3-0 over Falmouth in the top of the 6th. Hyannis up 4-1 over Chatham, top 3. Orleans and Katuitt knocked at 2, bottom 2. And Wareham and Harwich have first pitch at 4 o'clock, just about 7 minutes away. There you have it. Max, back over to you.
Thank you for that, Ethan. Must be heaven for you with all the games going on tonight. Fantastic stuff. Again, Brewster leads it 6-1, and with that, for the top of the 5th inning, we're going to send things over to Calvin Cristoforo.
Well, Max, thanks so much. The lead for Brewster is 6-1 as we play in the top half of the 5th inning. Reminder, this is a 7-inning doubleheader, so essentially we are playing in the top of the 7th right now, and it is the 5th inning of work for Joe Mancini, the starter for Brewster, who's back out there after allowing a run in the top of the 4th. But his offense has gifted him 6 runs on 10 hits as the league's worst offense in Brewster, coming into today scoring only 30 runs. That was last in the league through 12 games. And batting 188, that was worst in the league through 12 games. Has scored a half a dozen runs on double-digit hits. Braves looking to battle back in a big way here in the 5th as they'll send 6, 7, and 8 in Wyatt Hensler will lead us off as he takes a look at a breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1.
And for Brewster, even taking potentially one game in this doubleheader has to feel good because, remember, they were 4-2, comfortable in first place. And then after that doubleheader sweep against the Kettleers where they were shut out in both games, that's where the struggles really began. So an opportunity for them to break out here.
Mancini has fallen behind Hensler here 2-0. Braves beat Mancini in opening day. That was part of a 5-3 Bravos victory at Doran Park. But he is in line for the win this afternoon, up 6-1 in the 5th. He's 2-0. Gets the top of the zone for strike 1 and a fastball.
And that was a good count for Hensler, and it still is. And again, for Mancini, threw a lot of pitches in that 4th inning, 25, the most that he's thrown in an inning this year, especially after being perfect through 3. They got to get to him now.
2-1, clips the corner as well. This time the outside part of the plate. The count is evened at 2-2. 6-1 is the lead for Brewster on a very warm Sunday afternoon here at Stony Brook Field. 88 degrees at first pitch, is now 84. The 2-2. Grounded to third. Here comes DeMartini. He's been busy, and on the run, he makes another play for the first out of this inning.
And you said it, he's been busy tonight. Seems like every ball put in play has been in his direction right now, which just shows you that arm side run that Ethan alluded to earlier from Mancini. So right-handed hitters, it's going to run in on you, and it's going to induce a lot of ground balls to the left side of the infield.
That's the 3rd ground ball he has fielded for an out, and all 3 of them have been on the run. So there's one gone here in the 5th as now Josh Moreland stands in for his second at-bat. Fouls the first pitch back. Flew out to the right fielder Tatro in the 3rd inning. That was when Mancini was in a role of retiring 9 straight Braves hitters. Wind is continuing to gust. That's the only thing cooling us off here as we sit nestled on the first base side. The 0-1. Spiked in the dirt for ball number 1. This game is so hot, Max, I apply pink highlighter on my scorecard before the game to just highlight the batters and some special stats. I just put on my second coat.
Oh, goodness.
So it had faded down to a light pink as Moylan skies one deep into right field, but well fouled. The count will go to 1-2. So I'm on my second coat of highlighter, and we've only played through 4 1/3 innings of full baseball here at Stony Brook Field.
Gotta imagine you're gonna need some more with another game right next to us.
So I'll keep that pink highlighter handy. As the count is 1-2 on Josh Moylan. Here it is. Mancini misses away for ball 2. Brewster scored 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. The Braves' lone run came in the top of the 4th inning on an RBI double by Jack Hurley that one-hopped the center field fence. Here's the 2-2 from Mancini. Misses above the zone. Good job by Moylan to lay off of it. The count has gone full.
We mentioned the ability to control the strike zone from Moylan earlier in the game. Fantastic work working this back full. Infield shifting him the pull heavily towards the right side as well, so a lot of room down that third base line.
The full count pitch. Swung on and missed. A foul tip into the mid of Byrne, and Josh Moylan is a strikeout victim, and quickly 2 are down here in the 5th inning.
And for as good as Mancini's been tonight, the swing and miss game hasn't particularly been his strong suit, but still helps him stay efficient. That's his first strikeout as the first batter of the game in Dakota Harris. First swinging, he'll take it either way. 2 up, 2 down, now 4 in a row retired.
So Mancini now an out away from giving the Whitecaps 5 really solid innings on the mound. His team leads it 6-1 with 2 gone in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Espinal is in there on the outer half for a strike. Brewster, one of the, I believe, the lone team in the Cape Cod League using pitch comp, something we see at the major league level. The catcher, Byrne, has the earpiece going into his right ear, really getting the signals relayed to him from that third base dugout. As Mancini's 0-1 misses below the zone for a 1-1 count. It seems like at the beginning, major league players were kind of 50-50 on it, but now it's very positive, the reviews, that pitch comp technology.
Absolutely, and I think the biggest takeaway is the pace that increases because of it.
As the 1-1 misses away.
And you could see for Mancini, he's been working on a quick one tonight because it eliminates that whole process of leading in for the sign, going through multiple signals here. He gets the ball back, hears it in his ear, and then he's ready to go.
Byrne and the pitcher Mancini just nod before this 2-1 pitch, and it's outside. The count has gone to 3-1.
And sometimes when you're going too fast, things can get out of control, but when you hammer down on it and figure out the exact perfect pace, then you could really throw off the timing of hitters and you take control and dominate the pace of the game, and that's what Mancini has done this entire evening.
The pitchcom relays the signals on the 3-1 pitch. It's a fastball spiked in the dirt, and the Braves have a base runner here in the 5th, just their 3rd base runner of the afternoon, as Alan Espinal takes a 2-out walk.
And the first walk allowed from Mancini tonight as well, so a good at-bat by Espinal, was able to get himself into a good count, and then takes a pitch well out of the zone for an easy ball 4. So you have the bottom of the lineup now, but if Lane Forsythe can reach and get something going, you of course have Dakota Harris, who put some good contact on the ball on deck, and a chance to at least get back into this game right now, currently down by 5.
Bravo's looking to scratch and claw back like you mentioned, Max. It's a 6-1 Brewster lead with 2 gone in the Braves' half of the 5th inning. First pitch to Forsythe is rifled to second, but on a hop, Diaz flips to the shortstop Freeland, and it is a hard 4-6 out to retire the side. Espinal gives a little bump to his college teammate Diaz over at second base as they leave for their respective dugouts. This one, though, is all Whitecaps. 6-1 Brewster as we move to the home half of the 5th inning.
Can first pitch not come soon enough? Well, don't worry. Before the Bravos has you covered. Starting 15 minutes before first pitch at home or on the road, Before the Bravos has the pregame insight and analysis you need to get game ready. From exclusive interviews, a first look at the opposition, lineup breakdowns, and so much more, Before the Bravos is the best place to start your evening of baseball. Before the Bravos, 15 minutes before first pitch, every game day, live on the Born Braves YouTube stream.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they are investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
This is Josh Moylan, first baseman from East Carolina, and this is Born Braves Baseball.
6-1 is the Brewster lead as we play in the bottom half of the 5th inning. In the first of 2 here from Stony Brook Field in Brewster. With Max Tanzer, I'm Calvin Cristoforo. Max, the Whitecaps, after a scoreless first, have scored 2 runs in each of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th inning, and are looking to do the same as Pelio is back out on the mound for his 2nd inning of work.
And they've sent 6 batters to the plate, at least 6 batters to the plate, I should say, in each of the last 3 innings right here. Scores going 2, 2, and 2 in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, respectively. And Pelio, again, gave up a lot of loud contact in that 4th inning. They were aggressive on that fastball, taking advantage of the velo on that fastball, and probably could have scored more if they didn't run into a couple of outs, but also at the same time took advantage of a defensive miscue as well. 10 hits as well. You mentioned it early on the broadcast, Calvin. It's a margin they've been looking to get to more than once this season, have struggled to ultimately, but tonight through 4+ innings, already there.
Well, Whitecaps offense that has averaged 1.75 runs per game, just a hair under 2, over their last 8 games, have had 6 runners cross home plate through 4 innings this afternoon. They're going to look to continue to add on against Mason Pelio, who allowed 2 runs in his 1st inning. And his first pitch to the catcher, Byrne, is a fastball spiked in there for ball 1.
And Byrne, one of the few batters in this lineup who has not picked up a hit yet. In fact, the only one to not reach base. Davis Diaz is 0 for 2, but walked back in that 4th inning.
Couple of groundouts for second base to Byrne as he's way in front of an off-speed pitch. And he swings and misses at a good slider for strike 1. So 6-1 is the Brewster lead on a picturesque afternoon for baseball here at Stony Brook Field. Temperatures in the mid-80s as we'll get 14 free innings of baseball here today. Another off-speed pitch, but this time Byrne keeps the wrist back and watches it fly below the zone for ball 2.
And it seems like he's really relied on that off-speed repertoire after they've really jumped ahead of that fastball and proven that they can hit it.
Pelio, though, loves that fastball. Here's his 2-1, and it is a heater, and it clips the outside corner for strike 2. When Mason Pelio is putting the fastball in that spot, he is basically unhittable.
Good luck, that's all I'll tell you.
Fastball that comes into the mid to upper 90s from the right arm of the Boston College Eagle. Looking to retire Byrne. Here's the 2-2. Fastball above the zone. The count has gone full.
And almost got Byrne to swing right there, who dropped the bat off his shoulder, was able to hold back. But then that's the power of that fastball with that velocity up in the zone. It's so hard to lay off of.
Pelio would love to prevent the leadoff runner from getting to first. Here's the full count, offering a changeup in the dirt, but a swing and a miss by Byrne, who is a strikeout victim. The second punch out of the day for Pelio, and 1 is gone here in the bottom of the 5th.
And a really good sequence. Goes with a fastball up and out of the zone, and then finishes with an off-speed pitch down out of the zone, inducing the chase from Byrne. Good start, clean slate, looking to get through a quick 5th inning.
David Mendham now slides in for his 3rd at-bat. 1 of 2 Whitecaps the Braves have yet to retire on the afternoon. He is 2 for 2. Singled and scored the Whitecaps' first run in the 2nd, and then got another base hit in the 3rd. And watches the first pitch of the at-bat from Pelio, who he faces for the first time. Missed below the zone for ball 1. Pelio working from the wind, gets a sign he likes, now comes to home plate and misses way out of the strike zone on a fastball straight to the backstop. And a good hitter is in a pretty good count to keep his great day going. He's ahead 2-0.
We've seen Pelio be all over the strike zone, a little bit wild, but I think effectively wild. Again, was able to get Byrne to chase a pitch down out of the zone right there. And when you're throwing as hard as he is, you do feel like you have to expand the zone a little bit sometimes.
The 2-0 coming from Pelio. Another pitch not near the zone. It is 3-0.
Pelio walked 1 batter back in that 4th inning. That was Diaz. Trying to avoid any free base runners here for a potential clean inning.
3-0. Over the heart of the plate, taking all the way for was Mendham on the pitch, and the count has gone to 3-1.
And Patrick Copen still warming up down the left field line, so we'll see if Mancini, whose night is probably done, comes out for a potential 6th inning.
3-1 fouled back, and Pelio has started to fight here. The count has gone full. And if the night is done for Joe Mancini, what an appearance it was. 5 innings of work, retired the first 9 batters he faced, allowed just 1 run on 2 hits, and his team leads it 6-1 with 1 man out here in the home half of the 5th inning. Full count offering from Pelio coming to Mendham. Fastball hit sharply, but right at the shortstop Forsythe, who with a little bit of a leap makes the catch with the glove for the second out of the inning.
Forsyth and Shaw up the middle of the diamond are both going to be a vacuum right there. And again, this one was stung off the bat of Mendham. But Forsyth had it played perfectly and calmly left up to make the catch. 2 away.
Number 16, Carson DiMartini.
So the 2 first men to face Pelio here in the 5th have been retired, which brings Carson DiMartini to the plate for the 3rd time with the bases empty. He swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. And Pelio has seen a lot of swings and misses on that changeup today.
Absolutely, and again, DiMartini tried to check his swing, did go around, was rung up by Garcia, the home plate umpire. That just shows you the depth on that pitch and how well it plays off of that heater.
The 0-1. That's a fastball that misses away. The count has gone to 1-1. Braves and Whitecaps in the first of 2 this afternoon. 6-1 as Brewster is all over the Bravos in the 5th inning of Game 1. The 1-1 to DiMartini. That one just misses a hair below the zone, checked down to 3rd, and Patrick Burns says DiMartini did not swing. So after being ahead 0-1, back-to-back balls has made this a 2-1 count.
And when inducing the swing and miss on the changeup, we've seen most of the time it's been down in the dirt. That one really well located, maybe just an inch or so off the plate, maybe a little bit low as well.
Pelio goes back to the fastball 2-1, and this is lifted to center fairly deep. Going back is Hurley, but on the track, he makes the catch with the right hand right in front of the Whitecaps logo on the center field batter's eye. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Mason Pelio and the Braves defense. We're going to the 6th. The Bravos offense has a ton of work to do. 6-1 Brewster on the Born Braves Radio Network. Feeling lucky? Head over to the 50-50 table at Doran Park and play everyone's favorite ballpark game of chance. A different list of prizes are available every home game, and of course, half the pot is always up for grabs. Take it from me, my family played the 50-50 last season and won a gift certificate to a local ice cream shop, and I can tell you firsthand, it was delicious. Check out the list of prizes over at the 50-50 table next to the concession stand and play the 50-50 today, because I'm sure there's a prize for you.
For the first time since 2019, the Cape Cod League All-Star Game is back. On Saturday, July 23rd at 6:45, the best players on Cape will come together in Wareham and duke it out in an East Division versus West Division clash. In 2021, the Braves had a league-leading 9 All-Stars, but they weren't able to shine in the mid-season showcase. But now the game is back, and it will include your favorite Braves stars, as well as the best talent from around the Cape.
For the 11th straight season, you can catch Cape Cod League Baseball on WEEI. The station will be home to 12 Cape League contests on the station's local affiliate 96.3 FM. The Braves will be on the airwaves twice in the regular season, first on July 3rd when the Bravos are in Wareham, and then on July 31st when Bourne welcomes Falmouth to Doran Park. Catch the Braves on live radio, but you can always watch or listen to the team live on the Bourne Braves YouTube channel. Just search Bourne Braves.
As a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League, the Mass State Lottery is celebrating the games we love playing. From the baseball diamond to the many lottery games that help support all 351 cities and towns across the Commonwealth. So here's to 50 years of winning and 50 more.
It's time to go back to the ballpark. This is Bourne Braves Baseball.
6-1 is the Brewster lead as the Braves now with just 6 outs to play with, as this is a 7-inning doubleheader, the first of 2 from Stony Brook Field. The Bravos set to bat here in the top half of the 6th, and luckily for them, the night is done for Joe Mancini, who was special to start this game for the Whitecaps. 5 innings of work, allowing just 1 run on 2 hits. So big shoes to be filled on the mound, but a guy out of the Brewster bullpen and Patrick Copen is able to do that, Max, and not just because he wears a size 16 shoe.
I was going to say, standing at 6'6", thought I was looking at Logan Gilbert walking into the ballpark today. This will be his 4th outing of the year, or I should say the summer. 6 innings pitched, 6.75 ERA. His last outing against Hyannis back on June 21st. 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 strikeouts to 1 walk. Been used a lot. One of 3 Brewster pitchers to pitch in 3 games so far. Of course, this is his 4th outing of the year.
So he'll be throwing downhill against the Braves' top of the order for the 3rd time. Here's Dakota Harris, the switch hitter, hitting left-handed. Copen's first pitch is fly to left. Medium depth, ranging to center field is the left fielder Vaz, and he's got the catch with one hand for the first out of this frame.
So we see the Braves continue to be aggressive on that fastball. Harris has drove the ball out to that left center field alley in the air, pretty deep a couple of times, but again, just too much air underneath this one. So Matt Shaw, who was behind with 2 strikes in the 4th inning and came up with a big base hit that eventually produced a run, looking to start something here in the 6th.
Shaw has also flown out to left today, but that base hit was the first for the Braves back in the 4th inning. And he's come around to score the Bravos' only run of the game. Obviously seeing Kopin for the first time, who delivers a strike on the outside corner.
That looked like a sharp breaking ball right there, really well placed. They continue to pound Shaw away.
6-1 Brewster lead, 1 out here on the top of the 6th inning on a great day for baseball. Temperatures in the mid-80s here at Stony Brook Field. Kopin's second pitch to Shaw is an off-speed pitch that's below the zone for ball 1. By far the warmest game the Braves have played this season, and it's really the only day game the Braves will have. As with no lights here at Stony Brook Field, the Whitecaps need to squeeze 2 games in. Fastball, and it's a beauty by the swing of Matt Shaw, who's in the hole 1-2.
We saw some fire trailing that ball right there as it entered the glove of the catcher and burned an explosive pitch, an explosive swing. But Shaw's shown that he's pretty comfortable with 2 strikes right here, so let's see if he puts together a good AB.
The count is 1-2, but like you mentioned, that's no sweat for Matt Shaw, who got his first hit of this game in the same exact count. Here's the pitch. Fastball up and out of the zone, but he chased it with a wave and a miss for strike 3. So Patrick Kopin has come out of the Brewster bullpen throwing darts, a first pitch fly out to Harris, and now a 4-pitch strikeout to Shaw, and 2 are down for the left fielder, Jack Hurley.
And with Kopin, for as tall as he is at 6'6", and the lengthy arms he has, he's going to get a ton of extension down the mound coming over the top. So yes, it's coming out of his hand hard, but it's also coming out of his hand later than a lot of other pitchers would. And so it catches up to you late, jumps on you late, and again, that one riding up at the top of the zone, Shaw couldn't hold back.
First pitch to Hurley's a fastball that gets the outer part of the plate for strike 1. Hurley flew into deep center field in his last at-bat. That one bounced over the wall for a ground rule double.
Did it?
Trying to get something going for the Braves. Yes, it did. Trying to get something going for the Braves in what could be his final at-bat in a Bravos uniform. Laves off a changeup in the dirt. Hurley going to Team USA after this game today. The Virginia Tech standout looking for his second extra base hit in a Braves uniform after he got his first in his last AB. 1-1 pitch coming from Kopin. Confused him on a slider dancing towards the third base dugout, and he waved and missed at it for strike 2.
Kopin has some of the best stuff I think we've seen so far. That fastball, again, he's been able to not only throw it hard, but command it in good parts of the strike zone. Again, it's hard to fool a guy like Hurley at the plate. We got him twirling right there on that one.
Kopin 1 pitch away from a really quick 1-2-3 inning. The 1-2. Fastball clubbed to left center field. This is deep. Ranging over is the left fielder. It's off the base of the wall. Hurley rounds first. He cruises into second, and back-to-back at-bats yields back-to-back doubles for Jack Hurley, and the Braves have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs here in the 6th.
And showing some pop straight up the middle of the diamond. This one's slicing a little bit towards left center field as well. And if that's his last at-bat in the Braves uniform, he's going out with a bang with a couple of doubles that both almost just left the ballpark.
The left fielder in Vaz and the center fielder in Lasco both made a chase for that ball, but it landed between them off the left center field fence. So Hurley's in scoring position with just the 3rd hit for the Braves this afternoon, and Jack's got 2 of them as he leads off of second base. The batter is Chris Brito, who is 0 for 2 on the day, a grounder to third and a fly to center as he watches the first pitch from Kopin miss down low for ball 1.
And it looked like he got into that jet stream out there, blowing out towards straightaway left a little bit too. Again, continued to carry on the center fielder in Lasco, who runs well out there, covers a lot of ground, but well out of his reach.
Talking about someone else who can get one into the jet stream, that is the batter, Chris Brito. With 1 home run to his name this season, a good ballpark to get another one. The 1-0 is a slider way outside for ball 2. So now a power hitter and a power hitting count at a field with a short porch here to left field and the wind blowing in that direction as the Braves look to claw their way back into this game in the 6th. They trail it 6-1 on 6 Whitecaps runs on 10 base hits. Here's the 2-0 from Kopin. Fastball up and away as the count has gone to 3-0 on the Cape Cod League's leader in ball fours taken in Chris Brito.
And if Brito could reach right here, you bring up Duffy with a chance to really give yourself your best shot to get back in this game. Again, I've really had one only golden opportunity. That was in the fourth where they were only able to push across one.
3-0. In there for a strike. So Copen, who got 2 quick outs in this inning, allowed the line drive double to Hurley, and now is treading dangerous waters with a 3-1 count to the Braves' best power hitter. His team, though, still up 6-1 here in the 6th. He sets at the belt. Comes to the plate, the pitch. Fastball swing and a miss for strike 2.
Got a good one right there and took a good rip at it. Now going to have to battle here. And again, we've seen that slider that Copen has not been afraid to use so far.
Brito trying to break an 0-for-7 rut that he is in right now. He's got a full count with a runner in scoring position. Hurley's on second. 6-1 is the Brewster lead with 2 gone in the 6th. The pitch. Broken back grounder to the third baseman. DeMartini has it. On the run, he sets, and on the run, he makes the play to retire the side. Patrick Copen works around a 2-out double, and the Whitecaps go back into the dugout, still leading by 5 runs, 6-1 here at Stony Brook Field on the Born Braves Radio Network.
2021 was a historic season for the Bourne Braves. The Bravos captured the President's Trophy, given to the team with the best regular season record, and rode early success to the West Division title and a trip to the Cape Cod League Championship Series. Now in 2022, the Braves are back and look to replicate the success from a season ago without many of the faces that got them there. It's a whole new season of Bourne Braves baseball. Check out the full schedule on bournebraves.org and come join the party at Doran Park.
The Bourne Braves have enjoyed a long history of offering internships to college students who have worked in a myriad of capacities and performed any number of duties for the organization. Interns support everything from public relations, fundraising and concessions, to field maintenance, internet broadcasting, and baseball operations. The Braves will begin accepting applications for the 2023 season in September. Those interested should visit bournebraves.org. Want to look like a Bravo? Well, there is one place where you can find the official gear of the Bourne Braves, and that is at the Bourne Braves Pro Shop. Open during every home game and located on the ground level of the press box, you can find Braves hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and more, all in just one place. Wear the same gear as the players and rep the Braves wherever you go. Visit the Braves Pro Shop today and let the rest of the Cape know you're repping the Bravos.
Make sure to follow the Braves on Twitter at Bourne Braves for all of your favorite Bravos content. From in-game score updates to player interviews and so much more, the Braves on Twitter is the place to go for the most up-to-date information on the Bravos. Make sure to follow us today at Bourne Braves.
This is Seth Keener from Wake Forest, right-handed pitcher, and this is Bourne Braves Baseball.
6-1 is the Brewster lead as we play into the home half of the 6th inning. Brewster with 6 runs on 10 hits in this game, as in a 7-inning doubleheader, they look to add on some more insurance as the Braves will have their last ups in the top of the 7th inning. After 2 innings from Mason Pelio, his night is done, and he gives way to the Wichita State right-hander and Cameron By, his 4th appearance of the summer.
And through his first 3, he has not allowed a run over 5 1/3 of an inning's work, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. His last outing came last Monday against the YD Red Sox, when an inning and 2/3. 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. A correction, that was actually last Tuesday in the 8-4 loss over at YD.
So Brewster, who scored 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. And the team with the worst team batting average coming into play today has scattered 10 hits, and they lead it 6-1 in the home half of the 6th. By working out of the stretch, his first pitch to Vaz. Hit into the left center field gap, but ranging over his Hurley, he's got room, and he makes the one-handed catch for a 1-pitch, 1-out to the second baseman, Javier Vaz. So one man is quickly retired, and we're going to see a pinch hitter come to home plate. It's Dixon Black, the infielder. He replaces Alex Freeland, who was 2 for 3 with a single and a run scored on a double in the 4th inning. Black on the campaign has really struggled, just 1 for 18 to begin the year, a batting average of .056. trying to come through as his team leads by 5 here in the 6th inning. And the first pitch he sees sails way high of the zone for ball 1.
I got to imagine J.V. Shevchik, the manager for the Whitecaps, just trying to give Alex Friedland a breather. Wouldn't be surprised if he's starting at short for game 2 as well.
Why not? That guy leads the Cape League with 4 home runs on the season and had a 2-for-3 outing here in game 1 against the Braves. Second pitch to Black is inside, so it's a good hitter's count for Dixon Black to try to break out of his 1-for-18 start to his CCBL campaign. Bai sets at the belt, the pitch. Fastball, and that's too tight. It's a 3-0 count.
And we mentioned Bai is not allowed to run through 3 outings this year, but in his last outing, the one bugaboo was the 2 walks. So looking to command the strike zone right here and get back into the zone here against Black.
When continuing to blow out to left field, now more like out to left center, as the 3-0 to Black is in there for a strike. Temperature has dipped from 88 at game 1, first pitch, here to 81 as we play in the 6th inning. Brewster with a 6-1 lead as the Cape's worst offense has exploded in game 1 of this twin bill, and Dixon Black ropes a single into left center field. Well, that's one way to break out of a tough streak. You hit a line drive on the screws over the head of the shortstop Forsythe, and he's on with 1 away in the 6th.
And he's got a huge smile on his face over at first base. That's got to feel good because 1, it breaks him out of the skid, but 2, that was a rocket that he barreled up just past the outstretched glove of the shortstop and Forsythe. Brewster looks to add on more here.
So 1 on and 1 out for Davis Diaz, the 2-hitter and second baseman in this Brewster lineup. Diaz on the day, 0 for 2, couple of pop-ups to Matt Shaw at second, and then did take ball 4 and scored in the 4th. First pitch he sees from Bai is below the zone for ball 1. Black is the runner on first base as Brewster leads it by 5 runs here in the 6th, looking for some even more insurance as the Braves will have their last opportunity in the top half of the 7th in game 1 of this 2 7-inning double play day from Stony Brook Fields. Next pitch from Bai is in there, a strike at the knees. The count is even at 1-1. Bai checks on Black, now sets at the belt. Here's the 1-1 to Diaz. Runner is going, and Diaz fouls it back.
And you can see Espinal was upset behind the plate, got a pitch up and out of the zone, a perfect pitch to throw on right there. But again, cued off the knob of the bat of Diaz as he almost took a swing at it. So Black will have to head back to first base.
So Black, see if he's active again here with a 1-2 count to the batter Diaz as the Braves look to keep this a 5-run deficit when they swing it for the last time in the 7th. Bai sets at the belt, comes to home plate, and a fastball misses high for ball 2.
And we saw the 6'6" Patrick Copen in relief back in the last half inning. Looks like the 6'8" John West is warming up in the bullpen down the left field line now for Brewster.
What is in the Whitecap water here in Brewster? These guys can field a basketball team. 2-2, runner going, off speed pitch fouled away. They'll do it again, and Black will have to make the 90-foot trot once again back to first base.
Another product of Boston College as well, so BC representing proud here on both ends tonight.
The Eagles, who really struggled through ACC play this season, finishing with an ACC mark in just a single-digit number in the win column. Didn't make the postseason, but their pitchers have been hurling here on the Cape. Black not going as the pitch is in the dirt. Did he go around? He did, and Diaz is a strikeout victim for the 2nd out of the 6th.
And a good breaking ball running down and out of the zone right there, and again, Diaz could not just hold back. So 2 quick outs as Bai looks to evade the single right here, but again, Ryan Lasko has just been tremendous tonight. After entering today 3 for his last 24, now 3 for 3 with an RBI and 2 stolen bases as well. Has done almost anything you could think of offensively this evening.
The one blemish on the day is when he got caught in a pickle on a ground ball with the infield in to Lane Forsythe. Throw it over first, and Black is picked off. Good move by Cameron Bai as the Braves leave Ryan Lasko with his feet cemented in the right-handed hitting batter's box. It is a picked off attempt that is successful by Cameron Bai, and we're going to the 7th inning. Last opportunities for the Braves. They trail it 6-1 as it's big-time rally time on the Born Braves Radio Network.
The Born Braves will be holding youth clinics this summer. They are for boys and girls ages 5 to 12, plus we'll offer 1 week of clinics for ages 12 to 15. For more information, visit the 50/50 table near the concession stand or visit our website at bornbraves.org.
Win or lose, there's always a Brave that sticks out on the field. Head over to our YouTube channel by searching the Born Braves or head to @BornBraves on Twitter and catch the post-game interview every night with a player of the game on game night with me, Ethan Frank. And as always, you have a say on who gets to chat with me. Tweet at us @BornBraves and use the hashtag Player of the Game to submit your pick for the POG.
The stars of the Born Braves can't perform well with an empty stomach, and neither can the best fans in the Cape Cod League. Hungry at Doran Park? Visit our concession stand down the third baseline, serving your favorite ballpark classics, including hot dogs, hamburgers, popcorn, cold drinks, and more. The concession stand at Doran Park is the place to go, because the only thing better than watching the Braves live is watching the Braves live with a hot dog in your hand.
BornBraves.org, the official website of the Born Braves, is your one-stop shop for everything Bravos. From directions to the ballpark, the full game schedule, team information, game recaps, roster news, and more. BornBraves.org is the place to go for information on your favorite team on the Cape.
This is Born Braves Baseball on the Born Braves Radio Network. You can listen to all 22 Braves regular season contests away from Doran Park here on our YouTube live stream. Can't make it to Chatham? Too worn out for Wareham? Too busy for Brewster? Not to worry. Just search the Born Braves on YouTube, sit back, relax, and enjoy a summer night listening to your favorite team on the Cape.
Time to go back to the park. This is Born Braves Baseball.
Top half of the 7th inning, last chance here for the Braves as they trail 6-1. It's going to be Jack Duffy to lead things off against the tall right-hander in John West.
Yeah, West, part of the Boston College basketball team we've seen down in this game so far. A 6'8" right-hander, local guy from Shrewsbury, Mass, right outside the Worcester area, where the Braves will play later this season when they visit Polar Park. But it has had a really nice start to his Cape campaign after he struggled through the season at Boston College. In 33 innings of work for the Eagles this year, 38 earned runs. That's an ERA over 10. But here on the Cape in 2 outings, 6 innings of work has allowed just 1 earned run, including a 4-inning outing where he allowed no runs to cross home plate.
West from the first base side winds and fires. His first pitch is tapped to the right side past the glove of West. Trickles out to the second baseman Diaz, who fields it on the run. His throw over to first base is in time to retire Speedy Duffy for out number 1. Defensive replacement here, Dixon Black taking over for Alex Freeland over at shortstop after coming into pinch hit. The Braves now down to their final 2 outs. Reminder, this is a 7-game doubleheader, so 7-inning doubleheader make that. So the final 2 outs for the Braves to work with comes in the hands of Wyatt Hensler and Josh Moylan, who's on deck. Game 2 will be 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game, as the first pitch on the way to Hensler is a breaking ball over the heart of the plate for strike 1. And the story tonight for Brewster has been the offensive production, 6 runs on 11 hits. After struggling mightily, just averaging 2 runs in their last 6 games or so. The next pitch is tapped down the third base side and foul, 0-2. On the pitching side of things, just as good, if not better. Joe Mancini tossed 5 innings, allowed 1 run on just a handful of hits, was perfect through his first 3 innings of work. They passed the ball off to Coppin and now give it to West here in the 7th as the 0-2 is cued off the end of the bat. Softly hit to the short, make that the second baseman Diaz, who fields it on a tricky hop as it rolls off the cut of the infield grass. He's got it as he throws over to first base for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here for West as the Braves find themselves down to their final out. That brings up Josh Moylan to the plate.